Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 3, Chapter 7, The Runaway. Whole lot of stuff happened very recently, so I will not recap that because it was a lot. But got some really, really vital information and storyline progression especially for our two main characters. Who, like, I view Zuko as the other main character in the story along with Aang. So yeah, the two of them. Some huge info, and it's interesting because I feel like a common theme in the comments particularly is that people could like make an attempt to, or literally have, and when they were in school, written like a thesis or a paper or whatever would be in the educational realm, some sort of project relating to this show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, on like multiple themes as well. And it's so fascinating to me because it just speaks to how well written the show is, and the fact that you guys can have that amount of thoughts and are able to articulate those thoughts so well. It's not even that you have thoughts, it's the fact that they're like so thorough and cover so much ground, and it's not even it's about multiple things within the show. Like all these things you guys cover so many different topics, and it just speaks to how incredible this show has been. So I just wanted to point that out. Also point out, speaking of comments, I've seen the Korra comments, just so you know, I've seen them. It's not falling on deaf ears is what I'll say. Avatar: The Last Airbender, episode 7. Let's jump into it, guys. I'm ready. Oh shit.
How could you do this to me? You betrayed me!
You brought this on yourself.
This is a dream.
I had no choice.
Not Katara, this is the dream. No way. 0% chance. What? It's real? What?
Okay, I'm ready for some training.
I don't like this.
Sneak attack!
Sokka, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
That's, yeah. It's good advice. It might help him in the
Hungry
future.
for a mud pie? We can get more money. Right there.
A game? I love this game! I'm really good at this.
This is where you seeing people are at a disadvantage.
Oh, well, now I don't know where we're at.
Everyone guesses wrong because the dealer moves the rock at the last minute.
They used to play that game on the streets, like where I grew up in the Bronx.
You there? Want to play a friendly game?
Like on busy
How could I
streets, that's how
possibly
people would
win?
like make money.
I'm blind.
Just people
You
would
don't
walk
have to
by
see
and
to
just
be
get suckered
lucky.
into the game. It's a very common thing, actually. You just watch people like just keep putting money in, like they're at the casino.
Flamey-o, Toph.
Wow. Fancy guessing. Would you like to make the game a little
That's
more
what they do.
interesting?
That's how they get
More
you.
interesting.
Say you toss in your friend's fine sword there.
No.
Then I'll put up 20 silver pieces against it.
No.
And that's more
That's
interesting.
way too valuable to him.
I'll do it for 40 silver pieces.
I mean, she's gonna know. Love her. Did he get her? Did it fool her?
Sorry, little lady, but
I won!
I wonder if she earthbended the actual marble into there, because I don't think he thought it was gonna be in there. Alright, good job, guys. You got your sword.
Tara, I'll personally make you an Avatar promise that we won't make a habit of doing these scams.
Aang is such a child. So is this why she gets arrested, essentially, in 3 days? Because they find out she's cheating everybody? And Katara gets so mad that she rats her out, like, because she just can't handle it? That's rough, if that's what happens. Yeah, keep laughing. Bye. I love this music. This is like a lawsuit? When you pretend to get hit by a car and you get a settlement? Yeah, that's Sokka. This is straight out of the Better Call Saul playbook.
Speaking of that third-eyed freak, I think I've come up with a name for him. What do you think of Sparky Sparky Boom Man?
Hell.
Just think about it.
We have enough money. You need to stop this.
I'll stop when I want to stop, and not when you tell me.
Yeah, the more you yell, the more you take that approach, the less likely she is to stop. Especially her. I mean, that's her thing.
Speaking of money,
secluding
I'm off
herself.
to spend some. See you guys later.
Don't yell at my Toph like that. There's a way to communicate to Toph and get her to come around. It's not the way Katara's doing it. She's wanted, that's right. Katara
right,
really
Hawk.
snitched?
This is bad.
Bird shit on my car recently. Actually, it's funny timing there.
In town,
Of the hood of
I
my
found
car.
something that you're not gonna like.
Well, it sounds like a sheet of paper, but I guess you're referring to what's on the sheet of paper.
It's a wanted poster of you.
It's at least one
They've
blind joke
nicknamed
in
you
episode.
the Runaway.
A wanted poster. That's so great.
The
Is there a
Runaway.
picture of me?
Like she's the
Does it
star
look
of a
good?
show. The Runaway. I like the music that played behind it, like she was.
Well, yeah, actually, it does look pretty good. But, Toph, you're missing the point.
Fire Nation. You know what? Make it an atlas.
I do like expensive atlases.
Sokka, she is
Of course
playing
you
you
do.
like a fiddle.
And that's why this wanted poster is going to stay our little secret.
That's my talk. I'm proud of you. I mean, I don't support what's happening.
Sokka, tell me you didn't buy a bird.
Not just a bird, a messenger bird.
There's no
Now
talk
we can
anymore.
send messages all over the world, even to Gran Gran.
Wow, how does it work?
I never actually thought about that.
But you've been so out of control lately. I knew something was up. I knew you were hiding something, and you were. Don't you walk away from me while I'm talking to you.
Oh man, there's
Really,
so much
Mom?
scolding in this
What are you going
episode.
to do? Send me to my room?
I wish I could.
You can't, because you're not my mom and you're not their mom.
I never said I was.
No, but you certainly act like
Please
it.
don't. This
You
is
think it's
sensitive.
your job to boss everyone around.
I hope
but
she
it's
doesn't bring
not.
up her mom,
You're just
'cause
a
that would
regular
suck.
kid like the rest of us. So stop acting like you can tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want.
To Katara and say it's from Toph who wants to apologize. Then everyone will be friends again.
I gotta say, Sokka, you continue to impress me with your ideas.
It's a gift.
Ain't look different there in that scene.
Dear Katara, sorry for everything, your friend Toph.
How's he gonna mess this up?
I know this is from you, Sokka. Toph can't write.
Oh,
You're all
God.
driving me crazy.
That's a good point.
I can't believe we forgot Toph can't write.
Yep, we're idiots.
I
Yeah.
don't understand.
When our mom died, that was the hardest time in my life. Our family was a mess. But Katara, she had so much strength. She stepped up and took on so much responsibility. She helped fill the void that was left by our mom.
Damn.
I guess I never thought about
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I never told anyone this before. But honestly, I'm not sure I can remember what my mother looked like.
That's so tough.
It really seems like my whole life, Katara's been the one looking out for me. She's always been the one that's there. And now, when I try to remember my mom, Katara's is the only face I can picture.
That's so sad,
The
man.
truth is, sometimes Katara does act motherly, but that's not always a bad thing. She's compassionate and kind, and she actually cares about me. You know, the real me. That's more than my own mom.
How the hell did we get to the beginning of the episode?
Don't ever tell her I said any of this.
Hey, my lips are sealed.
Don't you worry about that, thankfully. I got that shot of the art style of that waterfall
Hi, Toph.
real quick there.
I wanna.
No,
Katara,
you know
stop.
what? Let's do
You
it.
don't need to
Look at this. Look how pretty this is. Again, it's not hyper realistic. It's just shows it's Avatar: The Last Airbender specific, and I love that. It's just so it's got so much, the art itself has so much of the show's personality.
This wanted poster says you're worth a lot of money. 10 times more than you've made in all your scams.
Then you have to break her
So
out.
I'm gonna turn you in and collect a reward. Then you metal bend yourself out of jail, and we're on our way.
Is that gonna work that simply?
How
time
could
is
you
left.
do this to me?
You betrayed me!
I had a feeling this wasn't
You
real.
brought this on yourself. I had no choice.
There's no, like, it would never go that far. She'll boss you around, but she's not gonna betray you.
You did the right thing by turning in the runaway.
The right thing is its own reward.
Well, I'm happy to hear you say that.
I still want the actual reward.
Of course. Right this way.
This is a trap. Right this way, what? Where? That's light work, that's not even metal bending.
Hey, what kind of cell is this?
Oh, it's wood? She
A
can't
wooden one.
she can't bend wood? That's interesting. I guess wood isn't a natural earth.
That's her. That's the girl you were looking
Not
for.
a natural part of earth. It's me again. It's me if I hit the gym non-stop for like years.
Do you think this scam of theirs should be taking this long?
Katara, you are fun. If nothing else, you're at least fun to argue with.
I know your relationship
And she's
with
fun
your
to
parents
battle
is
too.
complicated.
Fucking badass.
And I shouldn't have said what I said.
It's okay. I was really mad when you said that because maybe it's true. Try not to think about it, but when I left, I probably really hurt them.
Where do you think they might be?
Where do you think anyone is?
But at least she does realize.
Sokka, watch out! Ah! It's Sparky Sparky Boom Man!
You know, I'm starting to think that name doesn't quite fit.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I wish we had some earth or water. We need bendables.
Spit saliva? Sweat? That little bit of... What are you going to do with that little bit of... Oh, keeps wetting. Little
Are you
cardio.
okay?
Just fine.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm making my own water.
She's so smart.
Katara, you're a genius. A sweaty, stinking genius.
That's crazy. How does he do that? Ooh. Oh, I thought he was gonna fall face forward and stab Aang with the ice.
Let's get out of here.
Could've. They really drew me. You gotta attack that part of him.
The perfect name for that guy. Combustion Man.
Combustion.
Good job, Sokka. Now let's get out of here before Combustion Man catches
I
us.
like Sparky Sparky. Was it
It
Sparky
fits so
Sparky
well.
Boom Boom? Is that what it was? I like that one.
Oh, I'm exhausted. Hockey, how about you, buddy? Yeah, you're such a lazy little bird.
Hockey's really part of
Katara,
the crew, I guess.
I need your help.
What is it, Toph?
I need you to write some things down for me.
To her parents.
I want to send a letter to my parents.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to help.
I love it. I love that,
Hey,
man.
where'd Hockey go?
don't you worry. I love the emphasis on first of all just the fact that you can have differences, you can be completely different people, which Katara and Toph are, but at the end of the day they love each other, right? They're friends and they love each other, so there's going to be a resolution. It's just how do we get to that resolution? I feel like it kind of worked out where it was Sokka as the mediator in the middle, and thankfully Katara was there to overhear the conversation, because if not, and if that conversation never happens, they probably never make up and things just get even worse than what actually did happen. I feel like what actually happened is a good thing too, because now they know that that guy, Combustion Man, aka me, if I worked out for years and grew a few inches in height and tattooed my forehead, I didn't get not one royalty for that, for them drawing me. So I don't appreciate that, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll live. It's just cool, the relationships in the episode as friends being a theme, being a main part of the storyline, and also touching on parents, because why Katara is the way she is because they lost their mom so early. So she became extra motherly to make sure she took care of everyone and took care of Sokka especially. So that's why she is how she is. And then that conversation gives Toph a realization of, well, you know, I should appreciate my parents. Hey, they're still around. And, you know, I just left them like it was, you know, nothing. And I understand that, because the life she was living, she wanted to spread her wings and all that. But, you know, it's nice that she did come to that realization of, you know, I really would like to reach out to my parents and let them know, like, hey, I'm out here. I love you. I'm on a journey right now to save the world, but I'll be back. So, yeah, that was really cool. It was really touching, especially the parents' part. And this Combustion Man, dude, I don't know how he's just going to keep following us and find us another battle that we run. All they do is run away. They like temporarily kind of knocked him out for a bit, but every time the only plan is to just run away. So that can't keep working. The Puppet's Master, Chapter 8.
One winter, when Mom was a girl, a snowstorm buried the whole village.
Oh, is this going to be like a whole story episode?
A month later, Mom realized she hadn't seen her friend Nini since so Mom and some others went to check on Nini's family. When they got there, no one was home. Just a fire flickering in the fireplace. While the men went out to search, Mom stayed in the house. When she was alone, she heard a voice.
No, thank you. No.
It's so cold, and I can't get warm.
Why's she doing that voice?
Mom turned and saw Nini standing by the fire. She was blue, like she was frozen. Mom ran outside for help, but when everyone came back,
I have to really quick. I'm gonna actually go back. I avoid this with TV shows, but because I just like to stay in the rhythm of the show, like it's meant to be. The voice actor for Katara is so good at their job. They're just excellence with voice acting and voiceover acting. Between the episode that I complimented her on prior, when her dad's back, to last episode where she spends the entire episode just yelling at Toph, essentially, like the scolding tone, which is a different version of voice acting for Katara, to now what I'm getting here, like this completely this completely just mesmerizing story that I don't want to be a part of personally, because it's very scary, but she's selling it the way it's supposed to be sold, like it's supposed to be scary, and I feel that already. Part of that's the score, but most of it's the voice actor, so I gotta shout her out.
men went out to search. Mom was frozen. Mom ran outside for help, but when everyone came back, Nini was gone.
Where'd she go?
No one knows. Nini's house stands empty to this day. But sometimes people see smoke coming up from the chimney.
This fucking
like little
music
Nini
is
still
chilling.
trying to get warm.
I don't like this music. It scares me.
Wait, guys, did you hear that?
What's going on in
Hello,
this episode?
children.
Is it Nini?
Sorry to frighten you. My name is Hama. You know, you should be careful. People have been disappearing in those woods you were camping in.
What do you mean disappearing?
When the moon turns full, people walk in, and they don't come out.
This is gonna be like a bunch of
Who
horror
wants more tea?
stories over and over again. It's really like getting me.
Oh, this place is creepy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fall asleep.
Yeah, with the drool too. He's sleeping good.
Wakey, wakey. Time to go shopping.
Hi.
This is a mysterious little town you have here.
Because that name was fun. I can't forget it.
Mysterious town for mysterious children.
All right, we gotta leave. It's nice knowing you. We'll see you later. That was too much. There's no need for that tone.
Okay, that's
Puppeteer,
pretty
right?
creepy.
The episode.
So she's got a hobby. This is crazy.
She's gonna show
mean,
up. She's gonna show up.
Suit yourself.
She's gonna show up.
Do it, Toph.
I'll tell you what's in the box.
Ah, yes. Comb?
An old comb?
Greatest treasure. It's the last thing I owned from growing up in the Southern Water Tribe.
Wait, is she family?
You're from the Southern Water Tribe?
Is she grand? Well, no, she's not
Just
grand.
like you.
How did you know?
I heard you talking around your campfire.
But why didn't you tell us?
We met grand.
I wanted to surprise you. So,
What are the flavors? She is a waterbender.
You're a waterbender.
There's the proof.
I've never met another waterbender from our tribe.
that's because the Fire Nation wiped them all out. I was the last one.
Damn.
We did our best.
And just
to
drag
hold
me
them off,
around and
but our numbers dwindled as the raids
captive?
continued. Finally,
too
I
much.
too was captured.
what happened to everyone else? They got
I was
captured.
led away in chains, the last waterbender of the Southern Water Tribe.
What about the other ones they captured?
But did you know you can even pour water out of thin air?
Condensation.
You've got to keep an open mind, Katara. There's water in places you
That's
never
awesome.
think about. You can take it even further.
Damn.
That was incredible.
Can she come with us?
It's a shame about the lilies, though.
They're just flowers. When you're a waterbender in a strange land, you do what you must to survive. Tonight, I'll teach you the ultimate technique of waterbending. It can only be done during the full moon, when your bending is at its peak.
Isn't that dangerous? I thought people have been disappearing around here during the full moon.
Oh, Katara. 2 master waterbenders beneath a full moon? I don't think we have anything to worry.
Yeah, you might have to fight a spirit that's pissed off. Oh, that's cool. Just a dark circle in the middle of everything.
I've never felt more alive.
We're saved!
I didn't know that spirits made prisons like this. Who brought you
The
here?
puppeteer.
No spirit. It was a witch.
What do you mean?
I
She
mean,
seems like a normal old woman.
your ancestors pissed
she
her off.
controls people like some dark puppet master.
Cool.
Hama!
The way this all came back
The
around.
innkeeper.
I knew there was something creepy about her!
We have to stop Hama!
I'll get these people out of here. You go!
And I realized that where there is life, there is water. The rats that scurried across the floor of my cage were nothing more than skins filled with liquid. Years developing the skill that would lead to my escape. Blood bending. Controlling the water in another body.
Oh.
Enforcing your own will over theirs.
Oh, that's
Once I
puppeteering, but
had
that's
mastered the rats, I was ready for the men.
this is
Once you perfect this technique, you can control anything or anyone.
But to reach inside someone and control them? I don't know if I want that kind of power.
that's a dark power.
Choice is not yours. The power exists. And it's your duty to use the gifts you've been given to win this war. They tried to wipe us out, our entire culture. Your mother.
I know.
But the people you
Then you
imprisoned
should
aren't the
understand
one
what
that
I'm
did
talking
it.
about. We're the last waterbenders of the Southern Tribe. We have to fight these people whenever we can. They are with any means necessary.
It's you.
Yep.
You're the one who's making people disappear during the full moons.
They threw me in prison to rot, along with my brothers and sisters. They deserve the same. You must carry on my work.
Harry.
I won't use bloodbending, and I won't allow you to keep terrorizing this town.
You're not the only one who draws power from the moon.
My bending is more powerful than yours, Hama. Your technique is useless on me.
Oh my god, that's so cool. And then the reflection in the little drops of water. She said, I'm gonna get out the way.
Don't let them hurt each other.
She's using it on her. She's using it on her. She's using the dark magic. She's bloodbending. She bloodbended to save her friends
Forever.
and her
My
brother.
work is done. Congratulations, Katara. You're a bloodbender.
They were about to die. Oh man, this is. There's so much here. There's so much here. No way. They didn't end the episode without some sort of like. I don't get to find out about Katara's headspace after that. I better find out in the next episode. They don't usually do like such a specific continuation though, particularly like an emotional continuation to find out where the character's headspace is based on something that happened in a previous episode. I need to know if Katara's okay because that was heavy stuff there. She just used that bloodbending, which is super reminiscent of one of the unforgivable curses in the wizarding world. That is Avada Kedavra. But then there's other ones that very rarely get used. Unless you're a dark wizard. There's 3 unforgivable curses. It's Crucio or Imperio. And one of them is just like torture. But the other one is controlling like this person's full limbs. And I kept thinking that because also in that story, if you use one of those spells, you're essentially like just a really bad person. Like if you're in a battle, a wizard duel or whatever it is, you just don't use those spells. You go to prison if you use those spells. You go to Azkaban. So the only people that use those spells are dark wizards. So it's very reminiscent of this because she uses the spell, but she uses it because she can't think of anything else to do in that moment. They're about to, like, Sokka's about to stab Aang due to Hama. So she makes that choice there because she kind of has to, but it was the last choice she wanted to make because she didn't want to do this. This is blood bending. I mean, just the name of it is sinister. Katara is so badass and such a great fighter, and a couple of those moves there were some new moves. A huge water ball splash thing, and then the water wheel, and then the drops with the reflection of the eyes, and it was sick. She just shows like, hey, I'm really powerful, but she needed that one extra move, and I want to know where her headspace is. And this was an amazing episode. I did not think this was gonna go in. I mean, first of all, the score throughout the episode, keeping that horror feel to the whole episode very consistently, to kind of duping us out with the spirit stuff. I kind of saw it coming that she was going to be the person that was bringing all these people, that was doing everything and making people disappear and all this. But what's really interesting also is, aside from like Katara and her headspace and the fact that she had to make that huge decision to bloodbend, it's really interesting because the show continues to speak on real life things. And that real life thing here is that when a nation like invades another nation and takes prisoner, right, like a bunch of people from that land, that nation, and just throws them into, like, you see the scene of Hama in that cell just like getting with the rat, playing with the rat, but like she looks like she's in bad shape. She looks like she's been in that cell for a while. And why is she in that cell? Because of where she's from. That's the only reason she's in that cell. It's because of where she's from. And that speaks to like a lot of events in the history of our country, yes, but also world. And a lot of the time, someone can be so spurned and have gone through so much as a result of just being where they're from, that when they get the opportunity, they will just blame that entire nation that did them wrong, you know, as opposed to like more specifically the head of the beast. Just like everyone, if you are part of that, if you represent that, if you're just like, you could be a 5-year-old child that was just born a few years ago and is innocent and has nothing to do with any of this stuff, but you're still an enemy. And to me, that's incredibly interesting and so real. And it also speaks to when Aang had the flashback, or not the flashback, but the whole Roku episode 2 episodes ago, the last episode we watched before this series here. And like one of the biggest takeaways was the fact that Aang can't just end everybody in the Fire Nation. He can't just fight everyone in the Fire Nation because there's a lot of innocent people there. Like Roku was part of the Fire Nation too. So it kind of reminds me of that as well. But yeah, amazing episode. Like really impressed with the different feel, that horror feel that I would have never expected from this episode, from this show. Nightmares and daydreams. 2 very different things. I'd rather have the daydreams. Spare me the nightmares. Is this Dragon Ball Z, which I've also never seen, but I know what it looks like. Some Dragon Ball Z
I'm
stuff.
bringing you down.
Really? How do you plan on doing that when you're not even wearing pants?
Ah! Oh no!
I was like Alice in Wonderland. He's feeling the pressure. Time is pressing into his mind.
It was just a dream, Momo.
Time with it.
Good night, Sokka. Good night, Toph. Good night, Appa.
Earthbending.
Good night, Appa and Momo.
Go to sleep already!
Earthbending feels right for me, but I don't know yet. The Fire Nation stuff. He's back, different hairstyle. Oh my God, Johnny Bravo.
I'm bringing you down.
And the piercing.
This time I brought pants.
And shades.
So it seems. But are you prepared for your mathematics test?
Math test? Oh no! I forgot all about the math test. I've got to be ready.
That is a nightmare, though. Imagine having to take a math test. Like, in your dream, you're taking a math test. Like, that's what you dream about?
Aang, it's the middle of the night. You need to go back to sleep.
Wake up, Aang. Wake up, sleepyhead, and shine. You overslept.
Regular
You
size?
invasion.
Sokka, get up! I need to know what day it is!
What?
Yeah.
Who's talking? Ow!
Relax, it's still 2 days before the invasion.
Oh, it sounds like he broke something.
It's like every time I think about how stressed I am, I just end up more stressed. I'm like a big growing snowball of nerve.
Literally therapy
Why don't
session.
you get right down to business and tell me what's been
I
bothering
love when he rocks the
You
beard,
know
man,
what's
and he gets to
bothering
the
me.
character.
I have to fight the Fire Lord in a few days.
Fire Lord.
Shout out to therapy.
Why are you so afraid of him?
You said it yourself. He's the baddest man on the planet. I'm supposed to defeat him and save the world.
Life does feel that way sometimes, doesn't it? Like we're all trying to save the world from evil.
Okay, but what can I do to feel better?
Wanna try screaming into this pillow?
Oh my God. Can't save them. What a nightmare that is. Being immobilized in your nightmare is top tier worst type of nightmare. You try and move, but you can't. Oh, the comment. That was the worst one.
What happened, Aang?
It's the nightmares. They just get worse and worse.
Like it's time for another therapy session.
No, it's not.
No, that won't help. Nothing helps.
He really.
There's only one thing I can do.
He really yelled that one.
I'm gonna stay awake straight through to the invasion. I'm doing it to save the world, but more than that, I'm doing it for the people I love. I'm doing it for you, Katara.
Is she daydreaming?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, I love you.
Yes. Whoa, that's a first, but it's not.
What are we doing?
What our hearts have been telling us to do for a long, long time.
It's funny listening to like
Baby,
this 13-year-old
you're my
voice.
forever girl.
Aang, I was just saying you should take a nap.
Oh, it's Aang's daydream. Of course, it's Aang's daydream.
I guess I kind of drifted off into a daydream.
So this is this flip.
What was your dream about?
So, Zuko's not daydreaming.
You know what? I think I am ready.
After you get this long night's rest.
Your days of tyranny are over, Fire Lord.
Really? You're gonna take me out? You're not even wearing pants.
No, Fire Lord Ozai. You're not wearing pants.
You dictate the dream. That's so silly. That is so silly. This episode was interesting. It felt like it felt super filler. That's what it felt like. But it's like an entertaining filler. It's not like a filler that just lacks entertainment. I'll say that. It's like a different sort of. It's more like a comic relief filler of an episode, but it still sort of tells us, kind of reminds us of the pressure Aang's feeling. And then it does this whole Zuko thing where I just want to be there the whole episode. I want to see that dinner, or not the dinner, the meeting. I want to see that meeting, and I want to be inside Zuko's mind. I want to see him flashing back to Iroh, giving him the crown prince hat thing, and telling him that Roku was his mom's grandfather, and like so he's related to him, and just telling him like, hey, there's good in you, and you need to figure out how to access that. And then that's why Zuko feels not exactly like he's in the right place when he's even at his father's side now. He's confused. I want all that, but instead we got mostly comic relief filler. But it's fine though. It was entertaining, and we got more to watch, so it's all good. Life lesson in this episode though: sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is very, very important. Don't underestimate the importance of sleep. Get those Z's in. Day of the Black Sun, part 1. The invasion is here. So part 1, that means there'll be a part 2, which is perfect. Or T.
Top of the morning, Momo.
Sounds like you slept well.
Coffee for
Like
me.
a baby moose lion. I'm ready to face the Fire Lord.
That is the invasion.
Of what? Of... Hey, what's up? What's up? Dad showed up.
You made it, Dad!
Were you able to locate everyone I told you to find?
I did, but I'm a little worried, Sokka. Some of these men aren't exactly the warrior type.
This place ain't nothing like the swamp. What you reckon that is, though?
Wow.
Some sort of Fire Nation exploding trap would eat you? It's just a rock, dude.
Is it just me, or are those fellas a little loose in the leaf hat?
I just wish they would wear pants.
Pants are an illusion.
Throwback.
And so is death.
We will have control of the Fire Nation capital, and this war will be over.
It sounds nice. Sokka, you'll get there. He's a vet. Oh, he got the armor. The armor actually looks really good. And it's like got a little cloak too. We're back, baby. We're back in business.
Katara,
Come on, guys. Act that daydream out. You did it already in your mind.
We've been through so many things together.
Ain't that the truth?
And I've seen you grow up so much. That little goofy kid I found in the iceberg anymore.
Yes, he is.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm really proud of you.
He's still a goofy little kid.
Be different after today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What if I don't come back?
Aang, don't say that. Of course he'll...
I'm coming back, baby. That's my boo, Katara. Go ahead,
Katara,
Aang.
what are
I
you
see
doing?
you.
It's time to submerge.
She...
What? Right.
Her heart is submerged.
Dad?
No.
Dad!
No, 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 no. No. No way.
I know I've made some bad choices, but today, I'm gonna set things right.
He's okay, he's okay. Oh man, Zuko's made his choice, huh? Talking to his mom, who was his guidance all his life, in an attempt the right direction.
How does that feel, Dad?
I'm proud of you, son.
Yes, that's right. It's not the public
I still
speaking,
think
it's
you're
the
crazy.
leading the troops into the battle.
But I'm proud of you too.
Hell yeah, me too.
Yip yip.
Remember, it wasn't about Sokka's skills, it was about him as the person.
The Avatar is back!
Nobody's here. It's just deserted everywhere.
Hello? Anyone home?
No, they know. They knew. They have a plan. They're gonna ambush you or something like that.
No, no, no! Fire Lord Ozai! Where are you?
He was ahead of you. He was a step ahead of you, huh? That's why no one's here. Just let it play. Because I need to know.
Dad!
I'm glad he's alive. I was worried.
You're on your feet again.
Thanks to your sister. Fight, but maybe there's some way I can
I
help.
never know when someone's
Everything's
dying
going
in the show or
smoothly,
not
and the
because they
eclipse
don't
hasn't
show
even
it.
kicked in
I
yet.
have to have you
Let's
guys
hope our luck
confirm
holds
it.
out.
So I was worried.
Katara, you seem distracted.
Is that Aang?
What? Please tell me you're here because the Fire Lord turned out to be a big wimp and you didn't even need the eclipse to take him
He
down.
wasn't home.
This is bad.
No one was. The entire palace city is abandoned.
They're gonna miss their eclipse opportunity.
They knew.
Yep.
It's over. The Fire Lord is probably long gone, far away on some remote island where he'll be safe during the eclipse.
What do you think? You're the one that has to face the Fire Lord. Whatever you decide, I'm with you.
What a choice. Retreat to safety or
I've got to try.
in case they're ambushing you? Or look for a bunker.
This way. That one's a dead end.
What would we do without you?
Harrison burning hot magma.
Literally.
Yeah, pretty much.
Climb aboard and hold on tight.
Like real tight. This is like Super Mario. With the dad.
The Fire Lord's chamber is that way, down the hall to the left and up the stairs. You can't miss it.
Dude, he didn't hesitate. I don't know, bring him with you. He's lying. He's lying! He lied. You believe you that's not you question
Only
somebody
30 seconds until the
they
total
always
eclipse.
lie the first time.
I'm ready to face the Fire Lord.
No. No, because there's like 7 episodes left.
So,
Or-
you are alive after all.
No, it's like more than that. It's like 10 episodes left.
But it doesn't matter. I've known about the invasion for months.
I'm ready to face you.
Prince Zuko, what are you doing here?
I'm here to beat that ass. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
Why are you here?
Because of the eclipse.
I'm here to tell the truth, because the Avatar's not dead. He survived.
What?
In fact, he's probably leading this invasion. He could be on his way here right now.
Get out!
Think again.
Oh my god, these
I'm
ninjas,
going to
Zuko.
speak my mind, and you are going to listen.
I am a 400-foot-tall purple platypus bear with pink horns and silver wings.
Guys, don't stop letting her talk. All she can do is gaslight
you're
you.
good, I admit it.
She didn't sense
But
the
you
lying
really ought
at
to
all.
consider
It
telling
didn't
the
work.
truth anyway.
When I left Ba Sing Se, I brought home some souvenirs. Dai Li agents.
How long is the eclipse again?
For so long, all I wanted was for you to love me, to accept me. I thought it was my honor that I wanted, but really, I was just trying to please you. You, my father, who banished me just for talking out of turn. My father, who challenged me, a 13-year-old boy, to an Agni Kai.
Just for speaking his
How can
mind.
you possibly justify a duel with a child?
It was to teach you respect.
It was cruel, and it was wrong.
Then you've learned nothing.
No, I've learned everything, and I've had to learn it on my own. Growing up, we were taught that the Fire Nation was the greatest civilization in history, and somehow, the war was our way of sharing our greatness with the rest of the world. What an amazing lie that was.
I'm so proud of
The
him.
people of the world are terrified by the Fire
I'm
Nation.
so proud of this
They
man.
don't see our greatness. They hate us.
Your uncle has gotten to you, hasn't he?
He got to himself.
Yes, he has.
And he smiled when he said it. Know who you are. Step into the light, so bright sometimes.
Wait! Aang! Toph! Stop attacking! Don't you see what she's doing? She's just playing with us. She's not even trying to win this fight.
She's wasting her time.
I'm giving it my all.
No, she's wasting
You're
her
trying
time.
to keep us here and waste all our time.
Right, I
Figures it
think your
out.
friend just said that, genius. And since you can't see, I should tell you I'm rolling my eyes. Oh, Sokka's your name, right? My favorite prisoner used to mention you all the time. She was convinced you were going to come rescue her. Of course, you never came, and she gave up on you. Come and get it.
Wow, she did not. That's right.
Where is Suki? I'm going to join the Avatar, and I'm going to help him defeat you.
Zuko, you're such a king.
Since you're a full-blown traitor now and you want me gone, why wait?
Yeah.
I'm powerless. If you have any real courage, you'll stick around until the sun comes.
He's manipulating you. Come
Don't you
on,
want
keep
to know
walking.
what happened to your mother?
Fuck, keep walking. No. This is Sokka just had the same thing happen to him. Keep walking. Both of you are weak.
Your mother found out and swore she would protect you at any cost. She knew I wanted the throne, and she proposed a plan in which I would become Fire Lord. Life would be spared.
Where's Suki?
It's bad. Yeah, it's
Answer me!
happening. They were just
Sokka, she
wasting
won't talk.
time.
Where are you keeping her?
Your mother did
Exactly,
vicious
they're doing the
treason,
same thing.
things that
Perfect
meant
transition.
She knew the consequences and accepted them. Now I realize that banishment is far too merciful a penalty for treason.
Because of you.
Your penalty will be far steeper.
And the eclipse is over, and now he can attack you. God damn it, Zuko. Oh, Iroh taught him that. Oh my god, and he got away, that's right.
Sounds like the firebending's back on.
I thought he was gonna get captured, like for sure. Oh, that's cool. They use hot air balloons because of the fire bending.
My own invention.
That's so smart because of the... We were just using submarines because of the water bending. How are those in the air?
They're back.
Wow. That's a fleet right there.
They've got air power, but so do I. I'm gonna do what I can to slow them down.
You guys get out of here.
Appa, you and I can help too.
Everyone, let's get back to the sub.
Stay alive. Stay safe. What's he gonna... Iroh. He escaped already.
Uncle!
Where'd he go?
I've never seen anything
He's
like it.
brolic
He was like
now.
a one-man army.
He's been working out. I believe it. He's been waiting literally just for that moment.
Cover. I think we're about to see some bombs.
We'll be back for you, Dad.
If we don't escape on our own first.
That's right. That's that energy right there. And I like that because he did not have that energy when we first
lost
met
today,
him.
But we've never been this
He
close.
was just
we tasted
straight
victory,
prisoner
and,
and mind and body.
We'll miss you, Dad.
To see that. I love to see. That's what
Bye,
hope
Dad.
does. That's what the
We won't
Avatar
get apart
does.
for too long this time. I promise.
Please let that man live. Oh, I feel like the calls have been too close in this episode. You didn't fail. He thinks he failed again.
Thank you all for being so brave and so strong. I'm gonna make this up to you.
Yes, you are. No. I can't cry because my eye hurts. It just makes it hurt more. Isn't that where the one guy and his father is from? That's right, baby. Zuko's part of the crew. I hope Zuko actually. Oh man, what two great episodes. They're just one episode in my mind, and they're part 1, part 2, and just watch them straight through. And they're it's like the build up to. I mean, one is more of a build up to part 2, but still they're great. I look at them as one. Zuko confessing to his father about the Avatar, and then letting his father have a piece of his mind, and just completely going off. With completely containing himself as well. It's so easy to just go off and let emotions get the best of you when you got that much, backed up and pent up hurt inside of you because of somebody else. But he just let it all out very transparently. I was so proud of him, man. And then for him to just fully embrace Iroh like that in front of his father and call Iroh his real father, and it was so great. I love it so much. That was an amazing scene for me that got me really choked up. And then Zuko going to join the Avatar. I cannot tell you enough how much I love. First, I love that Zuko actually fought him back with a move that I'm pretty sure Iroh taught him, with the lightning thing, and got away. And you know that his dad is all like, real hurt about that one. Sort of like, how did he do that kind of a thing? Like, no way. So I love that. And I think more than anything, I love that Zuko, his dad's trying to like tempt him and bait him and like say, fight me now, just get me right now. And Zuko says, I'm not going to kill you. That's not my destiny. That's the Avatar's destiny. I follow my own destiny. It just goes back to the conversations he had with Iroh trying to talk some sense into him, and some more Zuko stuff I can remember from back then. And it was cool to hear Ozai talk about Zuko's mom specifically, and sort of go over some of the stuff from that episode. That's probably my favorite episode still from this entire show. Zuko Alone, I think it's called, right? You guys know which type of song I'm talking about. So yeah, that whole sequence was incredible, and the way that they would transition from Azula to Ozai, because they were both doing the same thing. Like, these people are smart. They're the bad guys for a reason. They've got all this control for a reason. It's because they're smart. They're tactical. And they knew what Azula is like way too smart for everybody, honestly. Like, Azula might be the smartest from like a tactical, from a battle standpoint, from like an intimidation standpoint. And like a lot of that's Azula sort of taking a lot of certain suppressed emotions, I feel like, and amplifying them into like a gain for herself, a benefit. I feel like that's a real superpower that she's turned into herself, like taking a lot of those emotions or lack of emotion, turned it into a lack of emotion, like a lot of the stuff with her mom and Zuko, and kind of turned it into this superpower where it's like a physical superpower, but it's also a mental superpower with her. Like, she can't be beaten, she can't be mentally beaten either. She's so impressive, even though no one's better than Toph, because we literally melt in magma, like she said, without her. I mean, a long time ago. We didn't even get this far without her. Amazing episode. I thought we were going to lose Katara's dad there for a second, multiple times actually. I'm glad we didn't. But also, I'm just like, I was thinking of the Titanic when, because in the Titanic, I'm not spoiling anything by saying this, because everyone knows what happens in the Titanic. There's when the ship's like sinking, and people are, it's like emphasizing the young, you know, and the older people are staying behind. And it was like kind of this too, like the older people staying behind because we only can fit so many people, you know, on Appa to go to take away with us. So the young people, you know, so we can make sure we're still investing in a future should there not be one as a result of whatever is happening here. Even though obviously like we're very intent on there still being a future for everybody, because Aang got the tears in his eyes. All I can think of is how he feels about Ba Sing Se and how much that still hurts him. And I hope he doesn't feel like he has a second failure, because I know he's got to watch all these people stay behind as prisoners and fly away, and I'm sure that kills him. Man, this show is just like, there's nothing like this show. That's all I can say. It's amazing. And there's 10 episodes left. Which also, when they like the whole invasion thing, part 1, part 2, Eclipse was coming, and they made it clear that Eclipse was coming in one of these 2 episodes. I knew there wasn't going to be like a final resolution. I knew we weren't going to like actually defeat Lord Ozai, or if we did, that wouldn't be the end of it all, because I knew we're only halfway through the season. So there was a little giveaway in that regard, although I didn't know it was going to happen. So I'm curious to see how it actually all turns out. We go to the West Air Temple, and what do? We we just rest and come back, like we make a plan. I don't know, but I can't wait, and I just hope that when Zuko gets there, it's as simple as, hey guys, I want to be on your side, and there's no issues or anything, because I want them all to work together so bad. I want to see Zuko and Toph interact is what I really want, like as teammates, as people that are on the same side. That'd be so sick. And I also want a revisiting of Katara and Zuko, because I thought they had a really cool dynamic too. Obviously, she can't heal his eye anymore because she used it right on Aang, but still, like I'd like to see them interact more, because I think Katara could bring out the best of Zuko, even though the best of Zuko is bringing itself out wonderfully. And Iroh, where's Iroh? What's up with that? Also, so much to come. The only way to start this is I did not realize, I think the character's name was Ming. Shout out to Ariel, Thomasina, I believe a few others for me, that the Ming character, the prison guard for Iroh, is voiced by Serena Williams. And I think I pointed out, I don't exactly remember, but I think I pointed out something about liking the voice. And that's because somewhere inside of me, it was recognizable. Like, it was a voice that I knew. Serena Williams just feels so far away from this world. But, like, that's also kind of a silly thought process, because I also know I've seen Serena's, I love Serena Williams, first of all, by the way, the GOAT. Like, the actual, arguably greatest athlete in the history of the world. I've watched her... what are those things called? Architectural Digest episode. When hers popped up, I ran to it like you wouldn't believe. And she, you go through her home, and she's just such an interesting human being. And there's other things I've seen too, that over the course of like her 20+ year, dominance, that just show that she's such an interesting person. Of course, this would be something she's into. Of course, with all the lessons that you get from a show like this, it'd be something she's into. So it was just so cool that those worlds collided there. I have a Serena hoodie that I've definitely worn for videos before. I think it's been a bit, because it's like buried somewhere. I've so many hoodies, but I've definitely worn it for videos before. And it says greatest of all time on it too. It literally says that. I'm almost mad at myself that I wasn't like, that's Serena. But anyways, bloodbending, that is definitely something that kept me up that night. Maybe a couple other nights too. That's some dark stuff, man. Like, that is some real dark stuff. Again, like, I make the Harry Potter reference when that the movie, not the books are just their own thing, and I don't even want to put light on the books for many reasons right now. But for the movies, like, the movies get pretty dark. Starting at the third movie, I think the second movie, even though the second movie is not great, but there's a point where Mad-Eye Moody is in the school and he's teaching the unforgivable curses, and he's using the one that's like bloodbending, where you can control like someone. And at that point, that's when the movie starts to feel real dark to me. Like, oh my gosh, this is like some real dark shit. And this is what I felt watching that episode. I was like, oh, we're really getting really dark here. Western Air Temple, which is where we're headed to right now, I believe, right? We're going to regroup at the Western Air Temple, reassess the situation, and just gather our thoughts and war plans, I suppose. And yeah, things are like, for 10 episodes, I'm really excited to see like how long the regrouping is and the battle strategies and go in to get all the people that stayed behind, right? There's a lot at stake right now. So got a lot going on. I have the most important person to help me navigate the a lot going on. You know what it is. That Appa armor is really growing on me. The whole outfit. I don't like this. I mean, that's kind of her normal face anyway, honestly.
It's amazing.
Upside down? How do you navigate it? Please let this work out. This isn't gonna work out. Something's gonna happen.
The only view I'm interested in seeing is the Avatar in chains.
Seeing the old Zuko.
You know, the Avatar hasn't been seen for 100 years.
No, he was committed.
What else would I expect to hear from the laziest man in the Fire Nation?
The what? The disrespect?
The only way to regain my honor is to find the Avatar.
See what he did in that prison?
So I will.
He was just lost. That's what lost. He's lost, and now he's found. He hates that memory. Come on, you came here to see them. Don't hide now. I mean, he's probably worried that they're gonna like attack him when they see him. What's his plan, man?
We need to decide what we're gonna do now. And since you're the Avatar, maybe you should be a part of this.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you should lead it.
Fair enough.
And Sokka.
So, what's the new plan?
Me. The new plan is the old plan. You just need to master all 4 elements and confront the Fire Lord before the comet comes.
Honestly, Sokka.
Oh yeah,
Sokka's
that's great.
on the
No problem.
yeah,
I'll just do that.
nail on the head.
What's up with him?
There's gotta be someone who can teach him firebending.
Avoidance is what's up with him. Oh shit! Yes.
But I guess you probably already know me.
He's practicing the greeting because it's so awkward.
The thing is, I have a lot of firebending experience.
He's talking to nobody.
I'm considered to be pretty good at it. Well, you've seen me. You know, when I was attacking you. Yeah, I guess I should apologize for that.
It's all right,
anyway,
man.
I'm good
We attacked
now.
you too. I mean,
I thought I
in
was good
defense.
before, but now I realize I was bad. But anyway, I think it's time I joined your group.
Zuko
and
teaching
taught the Avatar
Aang?
firebending.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. He's practicing on a frog. Chipmunk?
Well, what's your answer? Yeah, that's what I'd say too.
What, man? I didn't. That
How
didn't,
am I supposed to convince these people I'm on their side?
that thought didn't come into my
What
brain.
would Uncle do?
Amber?
I think that'll have to
Not
wait.
wanting to have that talk with our significant other, whatever it might be, or potential.
Zuko here.
He's like a bank teller.
Hey, I heard you guys flying around down there, so I just thought I'd wait for you here.
Zuko, just get to the don't small talk. Oh, he's such a classic, just pet.
And well, I think I should join your group.
Oh.
And I can teach firebending.
Oh, it's all
to
just
you.
like with no context.
See,
You wanna what now?
Can't possibly think that any of us would trust you, can you? I mean, how stupid do you think we are?
Yeah, all you've ever done is try to hunt us down and capture Aang.
I've done some good things. I mean, I could have stolen your bison and Bossing Say, but I set him free. That's something.
Tell them about your
Appa
relationship.
does seem to like him.
Aang. He's avoiding learning, so he's gonna drive him away.
There's no way we can trust you after everything you've done. Never let you join us.
We need to get out of here. Now.
I'm trying to explain that I'm not that person anymore.
I'm
Either
getting-
you leave or we attack.
Don't do this.
If you won't accept me as a friend, maybe you'll take me as a prisoner.
Wow, he's
No, we won't! Get out of here and don't come back. And if we ever see you again, well, we'd better not see you again.
wow. Broken for Zuko right now. Aang's gonna have to be the one to go after him. It's gonna have to be. Because Aang said that more than anything out of avoidance of wanting to learn.
I can't believe how stupid I am. I mean, what was I thinking?
And what was all that crazy stuff about setting Appa free? What a liar.
Actually, he wasn't lying.
Oh, hooray! In a lifetime of evil, at least he didn't add animal cruelty to the list.
I'm just saying that considering his messed up family and how he was raised, he could have turned out a lot worse.
You're right, Toph. Let's go find him and give him a medal. The not as much of a jerk as you could have been award.
I love that Toph is playing the Katara role here.
That while he was talking to us, he was sincere. Maybe you're all just letting your hurt feelings keep you from thinking clearly.
For you to say, you weren't there when he had us attacked by pirates.
Or when he burned down Kyoshi Island.
Or when he tried to capture me at the fire temple.
Change.
Aang needs a firebending teacher.
Well, that's a
We can't think of a single person in the world to do the job. Now one shows up on a silver platter, and you won't even think about it?
I'm not having Zuko as my teacher.
You're darn right you're not.
You don't
buddy.
even want a teacher.
I guess that's settled.
I'm beginning to wonder who's really the blind one around here.
Gotta get our blind joke in. Although that's more frustration than a joke. Off.
Stay back.
It's me.
Yeah, of course it's Toph.
You burned my feet.
No!
I'm sorry. It was a mistake.
Get away from me.
Toph, you snuck up
Why
on
am
me.
I so bad at being good?
Anyone sneaks up on me in the middle of the night, it could be the future parents of my children.
Has anyone seen Toph?
I'm not gonna
I
react
haven't seen her since she
fantastically.
stormed off yesterday.
Maybe she's just exploring the air temple.
See? You trusted Zuko and you got burned. Literally.
It's gonna take a while for your feet to get better.
This is so hard to
I wish I
watch as a
could've worked
Zuko
on this
fan. This
sooner.
whole episode is
Yeah, me too.
Zuko's clearly too dangerous to be left alone. We're gonna have to go after him.
I hate to go looking for a fight, but you're right.
What?
After what he did to Toph, I don't think we have a choice.
What?
He's crafty, but we'll find a way to...
What?
Maybe just invite him back here.
He offered to be a prisoner.
He's already offered himself up as a prisoner once.
Yeah. Get him to come back and say he'll be our prisoner. We'll jump him and really make him our prisoner. He'll never suspect it.
You are a master of surprise, Sokka.
Sokka's like OG Sokka in this episode.
That's the stuff.
Stop! I don't want you hunting the Avatar anymore. The mission is off. I'm ordering you to stop.
All right, I'm glad Aang saw that. I'm glad Aang saw that.
If you keep attacking, I won't pay you.
Oh man.
All right, I'll pay you double to stop.
How do you fight him? Oh. Oh. Hanging off the edge. He's lucky that root is there.
All right, buddy. Don't fail me now.
Boomerang goes around, comes, hits him from the side, and now we can come out. Attack. Alright, hurry up. Well, that was the plan, to boomerang him, come out and stare at him?
Aww, Boomerang!
It's a little woozy. Zuko! Oh. I guess Zuko did that attack? I barely saw what happened. I thought it was...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but thanks, Zuko.
Yeah.
Hey, what about me? I did the boomerang thing.
I know I didn't explain myself very well yesterday. I've been through a lot in the past few years. It's been hard. But I'm realizing that I had to go through all those things to learn the truth.
I'd like you to teach me.
Thank you. I'm so happy you've accepted me into your group.
This is just a step. It's a big step, though.
So, here you go. Home sweet home.
You know, Prince Zuko, destiny is a funny thing. You never know how things are going to work out. But if you keep an open mind and an open heart, I promise you will find your own destiny someday.
Yeah, not one that your dad made for you. That's beautiful. And look at the smile. The transition to a smile, but before it was like this frown.
So let me tell you something right now. You make one step backward, one slip up, give me one reason to think you might hurt Aang, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore. I'll make sure your destiny ends. Right then and there.
God damn.
Permanently.
Oh, I feel that. Sheesh. Again, the voice actor for Katara is like elite on this show. I felt that in my bones. Do not mess with her man. That is a woman in love, is what that is. She said, do not hurt my man, because I see you, and I'll be watching you every step of the way. And that's all that was. It's all about Aang for Katara. That's what this is all about. All her hesitation lies in her emotions for Aang. Obviously, yeah, everything that they've been through with Zuko and what he's done to them, and Fire Nation history as well with Katara, which is rooted deep. But in this moment, it's about Aang. This is an amazing episode. I love this episode. One of my favorites. This is already like a top 5 for me. I'd have to like get to the end of the show and then look back. I mean, this show is such a rewatchable show that I'll be certainly rewatching this multiple times. So on that, I'll revisit that thought. But I can't not see this being there because it's a result of so much buildup, right? Like the Zuko flashbacks are perfect because they represent the buildup. They represent how far we've come with Zuko's character. They show us that in like 2 flashback scenes of Zuko, who's clearly freshly off of the banishment because he's got the eye patch and like something to keep it on there, like a bandage on his eye. So you can like it's just happened. So the fact that it's just happened, you can see he's as hell bent as he's ever been. It's the height of his fixation on capturing the Avatar versus now where that's completely not who he is. And then you have the Iroh stuff too that plays into all of it, the emotion behind that, how Zuko's like hurt Iroh and disappointed him, and Iroh's been like the father to Zuko really more than his actual father. Stop, man. It's one episode. I cannot just all these tears just cannot keep happening. Plus I'm coming down from a cold. I've had a cold for like a week. All good, just a cold, just like a head cold, sniffles and all that stuff, and it's finally going away. Like today's like kind of that. I can feel like it'll be the last day. You can probably hear it in my voice, but tears don't help, man. They just make like all this shit come up. So, well, we might struggle with that because if I'm crying in this one and there's 9 episodes left, I feel like I might do some more crying. But the crying's a result of like. We know Zuko, and we know everything he's been through, and we know the family stuff, and we know what's motivated him. We know what's driven him to do all those terrible things, and we know how confused he was, and you know how parental trauma is so real, and we know that he really does mean good and wanting to come back and do the right thing. You know what's amazing about this episode? Like this episode is just incredible. Aside from Toph being like voice of reason Katara in the episode, which is also amazing. The other amazing things are that Katara not being the Katara you expect Katara to be, is just super empathetic all the time, accepting, makes perfect sense. Again, because it's Aang. It's the one person that she's fully in love with, and of course she's not going to like let Aang get hurt. So she's not going to be that super empathetic person in this situation when it's someone who's hurt Aang before. It's just so smart. This episode is so smart. But the thing I really, really love about this episode, everyone's right. Everybody. Zuko's right. And everybody opposing him and telling him no is 100% right. And it's an amazing thing. And even when Toph comes in with, you know, the alternative opinion of, oh, he's, you know, you guys aren't even going to consider this. He's the only firebender we have around. Like, am I the only one with logic? She's right too. But they're also right because they've been hurt. And it's all about kind of like forgiving someone for their mistakes and their actions. Like, not even just mistakes, like real actions that have hurt people in the past. It's all about forgiveness in this episode. It's all about retribution. It's all about, can somebody really be forgiven, and can somebody really have a comeback in a real honest way. And we're watching it happen here, and I love that. This is amazing. Just an amazing episode. I feel like I have so many more thoughts. We have so many more episodes, so I'll let them probably come out in some more of the episodes. But just this is top tier stuff, and I can't wait to kind of see what you guys thought about this one too, because I feel like this had to be a fan favorite because of Zuko and the Zuko build up, and Zuko's just such a fan favorite. And yeah, really good stuff. And I hope that the conversation with Katara doesn't come back to bite us, and that he slips up in some way, because that would be devastating, man. So we'll see. Firebending master.
I know you're nervous. But remember, firebending in and of itself is not something.
I never saw this coming. Him teaching Aang fire. Okay. Not for a single second.
It'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino. Now show me what you've got.
Can't remember.
Just breathe and.
That one kind of felt hot.
Don't patronize me. You know what it's supposed to look like.
Sorry, Sifu Hotman.
It's like
stop calling me that.
An odd amount of pressure that's just coming down on him. That it's all in his head. Because he just beat that cyborg dude earlier, and he was doing...
Listen, everybody. I've got some pretty bad news. I've lost my stuff.
Don't look at me. I didn't touch your stuff.
I'm talking about my firebending. It's gone.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the irony. You know how it would have been nice for us if you'd lost your firebending a long time ago?
Well, it's not lost, it's just weaker for some reason.
Maybe your firebending comes from rage, and you just don't have enough anger to fuel it the way you used to.
That's
So
unhealthy.
all we need to do is make Zuko angry. Okay, cut it out! Look, even if you're right, I don't want to rely on hate and anger anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
There has to be another way.
You're gonna need to learn to draw your firebending from a different source.
It's like relearning
I
everything.
recommend the original source.
Yeah.
One day when I was little, I ran away and hid in a cave.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
That's where I met them.
This cave. We've been in this cave.
They were blind, just like me. So we understood each other.
That's awesome.
Able to learn earthbending, not just as a martial art, but as an extension of my senses.
So cool.
For them, the original earthbenders, it wasn't just about fighting. Their way of interacting with the world.
Original firebenders were the dragons, and they're extinct.
Roku had a dragon, and there were plenty of dragons when I was a kid.
Well, they aren't around anymore, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
It's like Game of Thrones
Maybe
now.
there's another way. I find a new way to firebend, or the Avatar has to find a new teacher.
Yeah, it worked out when you went to the library. Let's do it again. Road trip it up. I love the water animation every time.
We've been riding for hours. I don't know why, but I thought this thing would be a lot faster.
Appa's right, Zuko.
It's like, how dare
In
you.
our group, typically we start out our missions with a more upbeat attitude. The past can be a great teacher. Whoa!
Oh! That's helpful.
Zuko, I think the past is trying to kill me.
Can't believe
I wish you could do that in
this
Crash
booby trap
Bandicoot.
must be centuries old, and it still works.
There's probably a lot more. Maybe this means we shouldn't be here.
The last great dragon was conquered long before I was born. By my uncle.
The Dragon Warrior.
But I thought your uncle was, I don't know, good?
Family tradition, I
Or
guess.
army. And Ba Sing Se.
Let's just move on.
So, he's not all good. There's not all good there. He just learned a hard lesson when his son died. Learned that this isn't what he wanted out of life.
Let's see if we can outsmart the Sunstone.
Oh, this is fun. This is like a video game.
Nothing's happening.
Come on.
Hold the spin. Dang, it was 1 second. Kid.
You know, Zuko, I don't care what everyone else says about you. You're pretty smart.
Who says he's not? He's yeah, he thought about that. Like, wait, what?
Relax. They're just statues.
Hooray! Wait, what exactly is that?
Oh, don't touch it.
It's
It's a
some kind of
hook.
mystical gemstone.
Well, don't touch it.
Why
I'm
not?
saying.
Remember what happened out there with those spikes? I'm just very suspicious of giant glowing gems sitting on pedestals.
Don't touch it.
It feels almost alive.
What if it was a port key?
Oh, it's another trap!
Green?
Oh,
What is
I
that?
can't pull free.
Like algae?
It's like some kind of glue. Either.
Ah, that's.
It stopped.
At least we have air.
Yeah.
Maybe if we stay calm, we can figure a way out of this.
It's like quicksand, but the opposite. So
You
claustrophobic.
had to pick up the glowing egg, didn't you?
Get stuck in glue.
Who's down there?
See the Firebending Master? That's what the episode's called. Firebending Masters. Oh, maybe
For
it's.
trying to take our Sunstone, you must be severely punished.
If you wish to learn the ways of the sun, you must learn them from the masters Ran and Shaw.
Ran and Shaw? There are two of them?
You present yourselves to them. They will examine you. They'll read your hearts, your souls, and your ancestry. If they deem you worthy, they'll teach you. If they don't, you'll be destroyed on the spot.
Based on a palm reading? I wouldn't love that.
I'm just a little nervous.
Come on, you're the Avatar.
It's like a little heartbeat.
Oh, that's cool.
Fire is life, not just destruction.
That's right, man. It's not all
Take
bad.
Your flame. Cave of the Masters is beneath.
Think
that
about it. You
rock.
can't cook without fire. Like, you don't eat. I mean, depending on what you eat, obviously. But So much of what you eat needs fire. Oh, this is so cool.
Seeing the judgment of the firebending masters will be very dangerous for you.
How'd they get up here so fast?
Your ancestors are directly responsible for the dragon's disappearance. Masters might not be so happy to see you.
I know I wouldn't be.
But once they find out I'm the Avatar...
You've forgotten that you vanished, allowing the Fire Nation to wreak havoc on the world? The decline of the dragons is your burden too.
And you vanished because you had some daddy issues. Which is understandable. But he's going to take some of that blame.
We could turn back now.
Also, this is kind of what plays when shit's really going down. That
Those who wish to meet the Masters Ran and Shaw will now present their fire.
What's happening?
This is a bad look, guys. This is a bad look. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
They are dragons. Amazing, right? Wow. That's gotta be amazing for Zuko to see.
Still think we can take them?
Oh, that's cool. What a great show.
Judgment time.
It was a heart for a second.
I understand.
All this time, I thought firebending was destruction. Since I hurt Katara, I've been too afraid and hesitant. But now I know what it really is. It's energy.
Yeah.
And light.
Yeah, it's like the sun, but inside of you.
Oh man,
Do you
this is
guys
so
realize
cool.
this?
Well, our civilization is called the Sun Warriors.
That's
They're
why
like,
my
yeah.
firebending was so weak before. Because for so many years, hunting you was my drive. It was my purpose.
Ha! Yeah, Zuko's back. Oh shit!
Now that you have learned the secrets, and you know about our tribe's existence, we have no choice but to imprison you here forever.
What? Nice.
Just kidding.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
But seriously, don't tell anyone.
Totally not joking,
With this
guys.
technique the dragon showed us.
What's your little form called?
The dancing dragon.
And it's sick. Don't joke around with my guy Zuko right now. He literally just learned so much about himself and his past and dragons, which he thought were gone. What a fascinating episode. Learning about Sun Warriors who learned from the dragons, and then the Fire Nation like takes the dragons and turns them into a gain for like power and control, and uses the dragons in the complete wrong way, as we see the dragons here and learn that they're just like all about, you know, doing things in harmony, and fire representing energy and life, as Aang said there. And you just learn more about how shitty the Fire Nation is. Number one, and just how beautiful like firebending is and it's supposed to be. You know, it goes back to like me wondering like, oh, do you guys put yourself in these houses, so to speak, right? In bending houses, and some people relate to earth bending, water bending, air bending, and then when you fire bending, it's like, oh, it's the bad, it's the Slytherin, you don't want to be that. But then when you actually learn about these things, you realize there's so much good behind there. It's just like it gets a bad rap from a certain. It's like life. It's just like life. Think of a bad group of whatever the fuck, whatever you want to stereotype onto something, or whatever your perception of something is. the likelihood is that there is something there's a driving force within that. That's a minority of that is giving it a bad perception. And the show just does that constantly, like every single episode, all the time. Just makes you think. But this was great because it's just really cool to learn about the firebending and the dragons and the Sun Warriors. The Sun Warriors, like, and then picturing Iroh being here, going through this whole thing too, and then thinking he's about to get lit up, but instead they deem him worthy, so they like put and the one guy was like, oh, they're about to eat dinner, which obviously means that people have come here before and gotten lit up. So those those masters, the firebending masters, they know if you're worthy or not. They knew Iroh was, and they knew that Aang and Zuko were. It makes me wonder if the dragons ever just think about showing up to, you know, well, it wouldn't be Sozin, but Ozai now, and just wrecking, you know, just showing up and just like, but that's not what they do though. That's not what they do, because they're all about harmony. They're not going to go cause war like that. I hope that this place is a secret, and of course Iroh kept the secret. I would hope no one ever finds out about this place where the Sun Warriors are, and that 1,000-year-old fire that's flaming too is so cool, and there's just like a beauty to it and this mystique to it, and this is the kind of place that makes me assume it's a place that would eventually, like, a Fire Nation would get a hold of and destroy, because it's so beautiful. And that makes me so sad, man, because that's also a real life thing. Rand and Shao were the names here. And yeah, thinking the dragons were extinct. So much of this made me think of Game of Thrones. So much of it. Taking the dragons, using the dragons in the wrong way. The dragons going extinct because you were using them in the wrong way. I know some of the Game of Thrones stuff was because they were put in the dungeons, right? And they got too small and weak. And some of the other stuff is the dragons were used in war and kind of were killing each other off, right? As we sort of learned in House of the Dragon, and we watched what happened there at the end of that, and you can kind of see how dragons would go extinct when you're using them against each other like that. But it made me think of Game of Thrones because dragons are just supposed to be this beautiful creature, like these beautiful creatures, and yeah, they went extinct there for, you know, reasons that we know if you watch the show. And here they went extinct here too. They're still kind of extinct. Yeah, there's like Ren and Sho, but Ren and Sho are just, you know, kind of just keeping the Sun Warrior place. I don't know what it was called. I lost that. But this place sort of going and showing whoever needs to be shown the right way, which is great. Because if Iroh wasn't shown the way, then he would have never influenced Zuko in all the best ways, right? And then Zuko wouldn't be here, literally with the Avatar right now. He just wouldn't be if Iroh never got here to the Firebending Masters. Now Zuko got to see them, and he got to be shown the right way, and he got to be reminded and shown like what his new purpose is, so that he can get his firebending back. And Aang could firebend now because, you know, he understands he knew his purpose before this, but yeah, I wonder like what him just being able to firebend now, because he already knew his purpose, but it's to understand really understand firebending, understand that it is energy and life, and probably not looking at it as something that would harm Katara, as what has already happened, like something that's just harmful. It's really just learning about it and understanding it. The Boiling Rock, Part 1. So this is a two-part. Yeah, 44 minutes.
When the invasion plan
with an
failed,
M?
some of our troops were taken.
With an M?
I just want to know where they might be.
I can't tell you.
What? Why not?
Trust me. Knowing will just make you feel worse.
Oh, that's why?
My dad. He was captured
too.
I need to know what I put him through.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good, Sokka.
Please.
My guess is they were taken to the Boiling Rock. The highest security prison in the Fire Nation. It's on an island in the middle of a boiling lake.
Ooh.
It's inescapable.
So where is this place?
Why do you need to know? What are you planning?
Nothing. Boy, you're so paranoid.
In the middle of a volcano between here and the Fire Nation.
No, Zuko's gonna catch him because Zuko knows. Where's Zuko? He's wide awake staring at him. Or he's at the top already.
Not up to anything, huh?
Fine. You caught me.
Yep.
I'm gonna rescue my dad. You happy now?
I'm never happy.
Look, I have to do this. The invasion plan was my idea. It was my decision to stay when things were going wrong.
That's so true.
It's my mistake, and it's my job to fix it.
That's so true, man.
I have to regain my honor.
That's
You
so in
can't stop me,
character.
Zuko.
Back in a few days. Sokka and Zuko. Practice your firebending while I'm gone. Do 20 sets of fire fists and 10 hot squats every time you hear a badger frog croak. Zuko.
Badger frog. That's the... Get to it.
Nobody else has homework.
It's the Saitama training regimen.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
He said that's rough, buddy. I love the small talk about the girlfriends that haven't worked out to such extreme extents. Grabbing like a hot thing because you completely just out of mind forgot it's boiling hot. The
I
worst.
hope these disguises work.
Those burns
We
last
just need
for
to lay
days.
low and find my dad as soon as possible.
Where are they? Where are they keeping them? The cooler is the opposite. It's a freezer.
It sure looks cold in there.
That's why we call it the cooler. He won't be firebending.
It's not really opposite actually, but like
It's the warden.
much
Look
cooler
alive.
than a cooler.
So, Chit-sang, I hear you used firebending to try to escape. You should know better.
Trying to escape. He's lying. I saw him with my own eyes.
No one has ever escaped from here.
Ever.
I'd sooner jump in the boiling lake myself than let that record fall. Don't forget it.
How are y'all gonna get out of
Now
here?
Go back to your shivering.
It's Suki!
Prisoner, back in your cells!
Without the white makeup, right? So that's who I was wondering about before. Like, was that who he was talking about originally? That's who I was wondering.
Did I do something wrong?
You mean you don't recognize me?
You people all look the same to me.
Oh? Then maybe you'll recognize this.
Oh, you can't do it with the mask on. Stupid.
Sokka! It's you!
How scary.
The other
That's
Kyoshi
probably
warriors,
so
are
scary
they
for
here?
her.
No, I don't know where they are. They locked me in here because I'm the leader.
Well, you won't be here for long. I'm busting you out.
So glad to see you, Sokka. I knew you'd come.
Hey, children's show. It's a family show.
Guard, help! I think he's an imposter!
And she's yelling.
Arrest him!
People are gonna hear this.
You're my special prisoner now, and you best behave. If these criminals found out who you are, the traitor prince who let his nation down, why, they tear you to shreds.
It's in it for you. Why don't you just tell my father and collect a reward?
Oh, in due time, believe me, I intend to collect.
Come on, Sokka. What's the plan? To let him out later on? Like sailing on a pot.
I walked around the perimeter.
Not really.
There's a blind spot between two guard towers. It's the perfect launching point. I already tested it out.
So how do you get it in the water?
We'll roll the cooler into the water and just float with the current. It'll take us
The
straight
cooler's
across.
just gonna move,
As long as
though?
we don't make a sound,
Like, from
no
where
one
it
will
is?
notice. And bing bang boom, we're home free.
All right, turn around.
How are you going to get the cooler out?
Oh,
What? We didn't say that.
Yeah, you heard wrong.
he does want to
I
escape.
heard you hatching an escape plan, and I want in.
To get
You have to. He heard already. You
Yeah,
have
the
to.
only thing we're hatching is an egg.
He already heard.
Anybody interesting?
Nah, just the usual. Some robbers, couple traitors, some war prisoners.
Oh,
Though I did hear
shit.
he might be a pirate.
No. It could be your father.
Shit.
I know.
Well, what should we do? Are we going ahead with the plan or are we waiting another night?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it right for me to risk Suki's freedom? All of our freedom on the slim chance that my dad is gonna show up?
That is the question right now.
Are you sure you want to go? You're the one who said you wanted to redeem yourself. Redeem your honor. Rescuing your dad is your chance.
Your dad?
If I had just cut my losses at the invasion, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. Maybe sometimes it's just better to call it quits before you fail.
No, it's not.
No, that's.
Look, Sokka,
Can't think that
you're going
way.
to fail a lot before things work out.
That's supposed to make me feel better?
Even though you'll probably fail over and over and over again.
Seriously, not helping.
You have to try every time. You can't quit because you're afraid you might
I
fail.
love he's talking for himself and not
two are
being
done
Iroh.
cuddling, can we get a
No. I'm
It
staying.
worked.
You guys go. You've been here long enough.
I'm not leaving without you, Sokka.
I'm staying.
Me, I'm out. Let's roll, baby.
Gave up our only chance of escaping. I hope we haven't just made a huge mistake.
How are they? What, are you just gonna put them back in the prison? I love that Zuko is talking for himself and not quoting Iroh there. No.
Is that him?
My dad doesn't have a nose ring.
No.
Where is he? That's it? That can't be it.
I'm sorry, Sokka.
No, he's coming out last. He's coming out last.
Hey, you. Get off the gondola.
Yeah, he's defiant. Hey! They said Daddy's home. Yeah, well, he's not home, but we're gonna take him home. I don't know how we're gonna escape here and get him home. To the next one. Go right to the next one. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna get him out of here unless
Line him up for the warden.
Aang comes and helps.
Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
No, there's a reason he came out of the thing last.
No.
Thank goodness you're okay.
If you take one step closer, you'll see just how okay I am.
Dad, it's me.
Yeah.
Sokka.
Take off your helmet
My
first.
son. You know, Sokka.
So proud.
You should be more careful with that guard outfit on. I almost punched you in the gut.
Yeah, I ran into that problem earlier.
Do you have a plan?
Do you have a plan?
We had one, but some of the other prisoners got involved and ruined it. I don't know if there's another way off this island. I didn't do anything wrong.
Come on, Zuko. We all know that's a lie.
May.
Every ex-girlfriend's dream. Right here.
How is he?
I think he's ready to talk.
Have you had enough time to think about what I asked?
Well, I didn't expect
Yes.
that. He pulled his niece in.
You're right.
He pulled the ex in.
There was another person involved in the escape plan.
The warden will still just cut the lines, even if we have a captain.
Yeah, he don't care.
Not if the warden is the captive.
Ah.
I have to go. Find you before we start the riot.
They know it's one of you. They're gonna know it's you.
Hey, you! The warden wants to see you.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Maybe I could schedule another time with him? How's tomorrow?
He wants to see you. Now.
Even with the mask
Put him
off,
in the lineup.
Sokka can pretend to be... He looks nothing like these guys.
One of you is an imposter, but now that person is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's not gonna pick Sokka. He's gonna pick the dude that he fought in the yard. Right? At the very
That's
beginning.
him, Warden. He's the imposter.
Gotcha.
What?
Got your back. That's what you get.
I am not! He's lying! He's a liar!
Protected still.
We have to start a riot.
Okay, but how do we do that?
I'll show you.
I've been doing this for a while.
Oh, hey! That hurt my feelings. Aren't you mad at me? Well, normally I would be, but I've been learning to control my anger.
No riot here.
Actually, we're trying to escape right now, but we need a riot. You wouldn't happen to know how to start one, would you?
A prison riot? Please.
Child's play.
Hey! Riot!
Impressive.
He just showed you the skill.
Controlling my anger. Let's riot!
We gotta get the warden now. And Azula's out here somewhere.
Get off of me!
Oh my god, again? You're betraying her? It's a Kyoshi warrior right there. Oh. Okay. Damn, Suki. That's right. Right there.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I will. Excuse me?
Sorry, Warden. You're my prisoner
Okay,
now.
Azula.
We've got the warden. Let's get out of here.
That's some girl.
Tell me about it.
Zuko's like, I had myself one, and all I've done is really piss her off. And she's gonna write
We're
them.
almost there.
Come on, Zuko. Come on. No, if he gets stuck here, I'm going to scream. Get him in. Get him in. Get him in. Get in. Get in right now.
What are you doing? I'm making it so they can't stop us. Way to think ahead.
We're on our way.
Wait, who's that?
I thought... Whoa.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
It's my sister and her friend.
Ty Lee might be the real problem here. Oh my god, look at her. She is not to be fucked with. And she's not smiling either. Oh my god. What is she, like Mega Man? Or Iron Man? Look at Ty.
This is a rematch I've been waiting for.
Me too.
Azula needs to be, well, you need two against her. Oh. And that warden's committed to the whole prison. Oh!
They're about to cut the line!
Yeah, no more fighting. Just survive.
Then it's time to leave.
Boil eventually?
What are you doing?
Saving the jerk who dumped me.
This girl's too good. You might not deserve her, Zuko. Well, she's also saving her dad, really. Or her uncle.
Who's that?
The side look.
It's me.
What is she doing?
There. That's our way out of here.
Oh. What was that?
Leave us alone.
I mean, her uncle was on there.
I love Zuko more than I fear you.
Oh.
No, you miscalculated.
Man.
You should have feared me more.
Ty Lee to the rescue! With the classic,
Let's get out of
the
here.
classic arm breaking move. No more bending for you, Azula.
Both fools.
Do it then, princess.
Put them somewhere I'll never have to see their faces again. And let them rot.
May is the warden's niece. She should have some. Well, Azula's like the princess, though, or the queen. There's no mom, right? That's right. Katara will be happy.
What's up, everybody?
Dad.
Hi, Katara.
Hell yeah. It's awesome.
You here? What is going on? Where did you go?
We kind of went to a Fire Nation prison.
Seriously, you guys didn't find any meat?
Now she's Sokka. Someone has to take Sokka's place as the meat lover while Sokka's out doing other things that are much bigger than Sokka. This whole mission starts with Sokka. This whole huge cojones plan to save his father starts with him. And it was in like, and the cool thing is like we get Aang and Zuko, right? The last episode is all very Aang and Zuko, and kind of a little bit of a bond developed there. And this is all about Aang. This one's all about Zuko and Sokka coming together and relating about feeling like you came up short and wanting to, kind of make up for that in some way. And Zuko talking to Sokka. One of my favorite parts about this whole entire thing is when Zuko is constantly quoting Iroh to make things better, and then he just talks as himself. Right? He just said, what does he say? He says, you're going to fail over and over and over and over and over again, but you got to keep on trying. I love that premise. I've heard that premise before from some of my favorite athletes and authors and film writers and songwriters. So I love hearing, and just people in general, people I admire in general. So I love hearing Zuko speak like that because it's true. It's one of my favorite things is the idea of not giving up after failing over and over and over again. You can't become great at what you're trying to do, what you're passionate about specifically, if you don't try after the 20,000th failure attempt. So beautiful thing. to get Zuko speaking for himself there. These double feature here just had me so nervous. Like, my nerves were really built up watching this thing. And they constantly, like, it's such good writing because they're constantly introducing like a new, it's not like this flatline one way arc where it's just save the dad, like something might happen and get in the way. No, there's like this prisoner who might rat them out potentially, and then May shows up, and then Azula and Ty Lee show up, right? And there's like constantly all these different things that could get in the way of this, and that's why it's such smart writing. The May thing is so interesting. So May's like still deeply in love with Zuko, and a lot of me's gotta think that May understands that Zuko, like, why he did what he did. Like, he mentions, like, this is not about you, this is not about us, this is about the Fire Nation. That's gotta hit home to May in some way. I mean, that's Zuko saying that, you know, it's not me not loving you anymore, it's just about the Fire Nation. And May's gotta understand Zuko's past. May's completely in love with Zuko, right? So May definitely on some level, might not be like to the fullest extent, because Zuko's not a sharing type, he's not an open up type, so I'm sure he hasn't opened up to May fully, you know. Although we did get, again, probably the episode I look forward to rewatching the most out of every episode of this whole show is the one about everyone's past, where they're on the beach and they're just talking, and it's Ty Lee and May and Zula and Zuko, and they're just talking about, like, each of them talks about like their past and what motivates them and their regrets and a lot of different stuff when they're coming off of that party, right? And that's like, I cannot wait. I cannot tell you enough how much specifically that episode I want to rewatch more than every other episode, because I know there's a lot of things I picked up, and then there's a lot of other things that I read in response to that episode, people saying, and it's so real. Like, there's so many real human things to pick up from that episode. So this episode kind of reminds me of that a little bit, because you go back to like what really is at the core of a lot of these characters, specifically a May, specifically a Ty Lee, right? May does the betrayal. Ty Lee's the one that does the arm move thing to Azula. Didn't expect it, and the art again is fantastic, because if you're looking at Ty Lee and the back shots, Ty Lee's constantly kind of like not feeling what's happening, like not liking, anything involving going against May. And you can see it on her face, so you can kind of predict that she might do that against Azula, when Azula is gonna, I don't know what she was gonna do to May, but she was gonna fight her there or something. They were about to get into a fight, but Ty Lee said, "No, you're not gonna get any hit on her, on my May here." So yeah, man, what a great episode! It's just, again, there's so much to think about here, whether it be the May and Zuko relationship and their feelings for each other and the understanding of each other, despite the real, issues there stemming from Zuko making these choices consistently that go against their relationship but are for him. And May, like, is she understanding this, even though it is a technical betrayal, but a betrayal for the best of Zuko? It's so fucking interesting, man. It also makes you think about real life relationships. Like, are you, like, if say you're in a relationship and you need to move on from the relationship, not because you don't love the person anymore, but for yourself, right? And maybe that means that is, like, usually in those scenarios, those relationships have the best chance, I feel like, of rekindling at some point in the future. That one person just has to do what they have to do for themselves. This show is an amazing think piece on just human relationships in general, and human beings and humanity and things that happen in the world. And I've said that consistently, but I cannot say enough things about how much I love this show. I've been watching, like, more so editing. It's not watching for me when I'm editing, because kind of where my brain's at, even though I do find myself sort of locked into like, whoa, like, I forgot about that. That's really cool when I'm revisiting earlier on content, because I'm editing it for YouTube specifically. And I've been editing some of the season 1 stuff for YouTube, and I'm back in it and I'm watching some of it, and comparing season 1 to like what I'm watching now, it's night and day. Like, season 1's cool, it's entertaining, it's nice to see like the build up and where things are going. But where we are now is just like, this show's perfect. It's perfect. In season 1, it's really good, and it's nice, and the build up is coming, and it's there, and it's getting there around like episode 8-ish, 10-ish. But this is a perfect show. Like, this is This is probably the best animated show I've ever seen in my life. Not to just like specifically categorize it in just that, but yeah, it's easily that good. And then I start comparing it to other shows too. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to take away from other shows. I'm just so happy that this is so good. And I said like you could watch this episode and be fixated on the Zuko Mei dynamic like I am, or you could be fixated on the Sokka and his father relationship, or you could fixate on the Sokka and Zuko dynamic when there's a lot inside of that as well. Like there's just so much to take away from this, man. And or the Suki and Sokka dynamic, or the Ty Lee and Mei dynamic, or the Mei and Ty Lee and Azula. Like it's just so much, and it's just so good. It's so good. I fucking love this show. It's so awesome. I couldn't be more hyped. I pressed on the episode and it played like the first. It did the previously on, the recap of how we got to this point in this episode, and it did like a whole arc thing, and I couldn't be more hype. I mean, the amount of hypeness I feel just from that. I'm ready. This is it. This is packaged as pretty much a movie. It's an hour and a half, and that's how I'm gonna watch it. Like it's a movie, and I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so excited. I'm feeling so many different emotions. I can't believe I'm at the end of this show. I don't know how it's gonna end. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It's nice to get to the end of a show and not have that anxiety of, oh, they're gonna ruin this or they're gonna mess this up. I don't have that anxiety with this show. This show is just like on point with everything. The way that it's just gotten better and better and better. I just have all the faith in the world that we're gonna crush this finale here. And it's just such a good feeling because that's an anxiety I really do feel when I get to the end of shows that I've particularly invested so much time in, right? But I don't feel that with this, and that's great, man. It's not a common feeling for me. So, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the finale-ish. This one, Sozin's Comet, Part 1, The Phoenix King. Let's jump into it. I got tough with it because of the stress. Stress is real.
More ferocious. Imagine striking through your opponent's heart. Now let me hear you roar like a tiger dillo. That sounded pathetic.
No, not much of a roar.
I said roar.
Oh. Okay. What is he doing?
Check out my
that's
Appa
cool.
sand sculpture.
Not bad, Baldy. But I've been working on my sand bending. You're gonna love this.
Oh, that's like a cheat code. That's like the Game of Thrones
You even made a
stonemason.
little Earth King in Bosco. Ta-da! Is that a blubbering blob monster?
No, it's
No, don't do that.
Suki, we'll all understand if you break up with him over this. I think it's
Oh, she's so great. She just knows who Saga. She knows
Doesn't
Saga.
even look like that.
teaching you a lesson.
You want to have all these fun and games, man. I think he really is just teaching him a lesson. I mean, this is what it's going to be like when he has to fight the Fire Lord for real. It's not fun and games. Okay, Zuko. Here it is. That's what he wanted, though. He wanted you to do that.
What's wrong with you? You could have hurt Aang.
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with all of you? How can you sit around having beach parties when Sozin's Comet is only 3 days away? It's about to get worse than you can even
Yeah, he
imagine.
probably knows what would actually happen when they get
The day
that
before the
comment.
eclipse, my father asked me to attend an important war meeting. It was what I dreamed about and wanted for so many years. My father had finally accepted me back.
Welcome, Prince Zuko.
Oh, we didn't. That's right. We didn't really get inside of here.
The people of the Earth Kingdom are proud and strong.
Yeah.
They can endure anything as long as they have hope.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. We need to destroy their hope.
Well, that's not exactly what
I think you should take their precious hope and the rest of their land and burn it all to the
You
ground.
pretty much left that on the plate for him, yeah.
Now,
I will use its power to end the Earth Kingdom. Permanently.
No, wow. Just like the air nomads.
Fire over their lands. A fire that will destroy everything.
Now you can't wait.
Out of the ashes, a new world will be born. A world in which all the lands are Fire Nation. And I am the supreme ruler of everything.
This is racism for real.
I wanted to speak out against this horrifying plan, but I'm ashamed to say I didn't. But if you don't defeat the Fire Lord before the comet comes, there won't be a world to save anymore.
Yeah, and like if you don't have those people to save, what's the point of all of it?
Why didn't you tell me about your dad's crazy plan sooner?
I didn't think I had to. No one told me you decided to wait.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
Yeah, it is.
You don't have to do this alone.
Yeah, if we all fight the Fire Lord together, we got a shot at taking him.
All right, Team Avatar is back.
He's always
Air,
ready.
Water, earth, fire, fan and sword.
Come on.
But terrifying. You feel so powerful holding that much energy in your body. But you know if you make the wrong move, it's over.
Man, you should have just killed him in that room.
Well, not over. I mean, there's always Katara and a little spirit water action. Am I right?
Not from
Actually,
that
I
impact.
used it all up after Azula shot you.
Oh, there's that.
Oh.
Doesn't exist anymore.
You'll have to take the Fire Lord's life before he takes
That's
yours.
why she can't fix his eye. Oh.
Watch it, Toph!
I am not Toph. I am Melon
I love her so much.
I was looking for cooking pots in the attic, and I
That
found
was messed
this.
up, by the way. I caught you did have a secret romance with Rule. Why she gotta drop that like that?
Oh, lighten up. I'm just teasing.
That's not me. It's my father.
But he looks so sweet and innocent.
Well, that sweet little kid grew up to be a monster.
This adds to the point.
And the worst father in the history of fathers.
Then when you figure out a way for me to beat the Fire Lord without taking his life, I'd love to hear it.
Damn, that score is amazing.
Don't walk away from this.
Score is incredible.
Let him go.
Thank you.
Aang? Aang!
Come on, lazy bones, let's go.
He went for a midnight swim and never came back.
Oh, that's scary.
Maybe he was captured.
Oh.
I don't think so. There's no sign of a struggle.
You would think the worst.
He ran away again.
He left behind his glider and Appa. It's
Sounds
pretty
stupid.
obvious. Aang mysteriously disappears before an important battle? He's definitely on a spirit world journey.
What if he was? Wouldn't his body still be here?
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Then he's got to be somewhere on Ember Island. Split up and look for him.
I'm going with Zuko. What? Everyone else went on a life-changing field trip with
It's
Zuko.
my turn.
Now it's my turn.
Yeah. I love that combination. That island was there.
Wait a minute.
Then it
Has
vanished.
anyone noticed that Momo's missing too?
Oh no!
Momo flew after
I
him.
knew it was only a matter of time!
Can only Aang see it?
Appa ate Momo! I'm coming for you, buddy!
Sokka, Appa didn't eat Momo.
Sokka has
He's
no.
probably with Aang.
He has no off button ever.
Just what Appa wants you to think.
Get
Yeah,
out of the
go in
bison's
there,
mouth,
like
Sokka.
Pinocchio.
We have a real problem here.
Listen to me. I need you here to watch over the homeland. It's a very important job that I can only entrust to you. For your loyalty, I've decided to declare you the new Fire Lord.
Okay, that's legit.
Fire Lord Azula? It does seem appropriate. But what about you?
Fire Lord Ozai is no more.
Are you bigger than that now?
Just as the world will be reborn in fire, I shall be reborn as the supreme
just
ruler of the world.
put so much gear on
From this
him.
moment on, I will be known as the Phoenix King.
And he got new sigils made. Yeah, look at the presentation. She was a villain when we saw her last, but she kind of just does what she needs to do for her own
Momo, I just had the
survivement.
strangest dream.
is like that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach. Or it's like Lost.
Where are we?
Yeah, it's Lost. Or it's what's the Tom Hanks movie with Wilson and Castaway? Or it's like Castaway. All three of those movies combined is Aang starring in the remake here. I'm just gonna play this. There's not much to say. It's been Aang's. Something's going on. He's on some island. Don't know how he got there. Don't know what the island represents or is, or if it's real or it's real because they can't find him, but they can't see it. And now he can't see the other side. I don't know. I'm so interested though. We have a Phoenix King. Like, he is going full villain. He was already a villain, but now he's going like from villain to pure evil, like world domination, which it already was again, but it increases more and more with each passing scene. No longer Fire Lord, and on we go to see sort of how they keep building this. I'm so interested already, and smart move by Zuko. I think back of the people that you've run across.
Hey, I remember her. She helped you attack us. Yep. Back in the good old days.
He's like, yep.
Oh, great. It's Prince Pouty.
I mean, I'm on your side.
Where's
now.
your creepy grandpa?
He's my uncle.
I see you work things out with your girlfriend.
I'm not my girlfriend.
Okay. Sheesh. I was only teasing. So what do you want?
I need your help finding the Avatar.
Means your friend's gone.
We know he's gone. That's why we're trying to find him.
What are they trying to say?
No, I mean, he's gone. He doesn't exist.
Oh, I would, between seeing him just walk into the water with no other trace, and then what she just said, I would think that he's,
Maybe I'm in the spirit world?
you know? And I'd be beyond worried and assume the finality.
Do you mean he's, dead?
Nope. We could find him if he were dead. Oh, it's a real head scratcher. See ya.
He's so unbothered.
Helpful. Real helpful.
Wait, I have another idea. There's only one other person in this world who can help us face the Fire Lord.
Iroh.
You saved your uncle's sweaty sandals?
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet.
Where is he? And I hope he's living a good life.
Let's do this.
I think it's kind of sweet too, by the way.
Wait up!
But Ba Sing Se is overrun.
It's a hexagon. It doesn't seem like normal rock.
Yeah, this is like a trial of some sort.
It's not made of earth.
Like in Zelda.
This is so strange.
You're right, Aang. All the past avatars, all their experience and wisdom is available to you if you look deep inside yourself. I see that you are lost in more ways than one right now.
Wow, yeah.
I am. I need to figure out what to do once I face the Fire Lord.
Well, look who's here.
Classic.
These are great masters and friends of ours. Paku.
Oh. I was like, I didn't recognize. Yeah. And then this guy's the fire guy, the one that taught Aang to bend firebend the first time when he hurt Katara. The only one I recognized, when I forgot his name, but the first dude who we met when in that Earth place where everyone was an earthbender, and we met Cabbage Guy the first time, and he put him through the trials.
To bow to an old master, but how about a hug for your new grandfather?
That's so exciting! You and Gran must be so happy to have found each other again.
I made her a new betrothal necklace and everything.
Okay. The family Gramp.
You can still just call me Paku.
How about Grandpaku?
No.
Someone's missing from your group.
Yeah, the Avatar, bro.
Someone very important.
Your friend.
Where's Momo?
He's gone. And so is Aang.
As long as they have each other, I'm sure we have
He was captured last time we saw him. Clearly he sorted it out. So that's great. He said he would figure it out, and he did. That's really cool writing.
In my day, the Conqueror threatened to throw the world out of balance. I stopped him, and the world entered a great era of peace.
But you didn't really kill Shin. Technically, he fell to his own doom because he was too stubborn to get out of the way.
Personally, I don't really see the difference. But I assure you, I would have done whatever it took to stop Chin.
Everyone's different.
I offer you this wisdom, Aang. Only justice will bring peace.
Wow.
I am Avatar Kuruk.
This is so cool.
When I was young, I was always a go with the
Oh
flow
man, this
kind
is
of
so
avatar.
cool. Yeah, that looks. He looks
People
just like
seemed to work out
Katara
their own
and
problems,
Sokka's
and there was peace and good
ancestors.
times in the world. I lost the woman I loved to Ko, the face stealer.
Oh, the face stealer.
It was my fault. If I had been more attentive and more active, I could have saved her.
They're also different.
Aang, you must actively shape your own destiny and the destiny of the world.
It's basically up to you, Aang. Like, they're all telling you the same thing. They all had such a different situation. They made different mistakes. They made different choices. It's gonna be all up to you.
I am Avatar Yang Chen, young Airbender.
Avatar Yang Chen. The monks always taught me that all life is sacred. Even the life of the tiniest spider fly caught in its own web.
Yes, all life is sacred. Here is my wisdom for you. Selfless duty calls you to sacrifice your own spiritual needs.
Wow, sacrifice.
And
Wow.
do whatever it protects the
She
world.
just said to kill him too. Sacrifice your spiritual needs. You gotta put that aside. This need
Guess I
to
don't have a choice, Momo.
keep him alive.
I have to kill the Fire Lord.
Uncle, I know you must have mixed feelings about
He's so happy to see you, I bet.
I am so sorry, Uncle. I am so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I can ever make it up to you, but How can you forgive me so easily? I thought you would be furious with me.
I was never angry with you. I was sad because I was afraid you lost your way.
I did lose my way.
But you found it again.
You have a pretty strong scent.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Oh, that's him diving down. Oh,
The biggest animal in the world. I've got to swim around and find its face.
it's like a turtle. Well, it's Azula now.
We need you to come with us.
No, Zuko. It won't turn out well.
You can beat him, and we'll be there to help.
Even if I did defeat Ozai, and I don't know that I could, it would be the wrong way to end the war. The only way for this war to end
He's so
peacefully
intelligent.
is for the Avatar to defeat the Fire Lord.
And then would you come and take your rightful place on the throne?
No. Someone new must take the throne.
You, Zuko.
An idealist with a pure heart and unquestionable honor.
That's you right now.
It has to be you, Prince Zuko.
What are you going to do?
After I reconquer
The tea shop.
I'm going to reconquer my tea shop.
Yes, damn right.
I'm going to my show every day.
It's retirement time, baby. With the tea shop. That still counts as retirement because he's just enjoying his
Bye,
life.
everyone. Hey, destiny is our friend.
Oh, what a guy. The greatest. The GOAT. Iroh the GOAT, the greatest of all time. It's like a whale tortoise.
A lion turtle.
The true mind can weather all the lies and illusions without being lost. The true heart can tough the poison of hatred without being harmed.
This is Mufasa.
Since beginningless time, darkness thrives in the void, always yields to purifying light.
What? That was the most Simba Mufasa interaction ever.
He will come.
perfect. Oh my gosh. Like Sozin right now. Here it is. Oh wow, here it is. I can't believe we get 2 more episodes. I feel like there's 1 more left with what's about to happen. Like, this feels like it. Everyone's got their own missions, though. I can't believe everyone's going in a different direction, too. What an amazing episode. It might be, like, one of the best episodes I've seen in this whole show. I can't even jump straight to the best because of some of the character stuff. But this was just more plot stuff. But in the best way, where do I even start? Like, so Sokka is going with Katara. No, Sokka is going with Toph and Suki to, I think, intercept like fleets, like Fire Nation fleets, and just help with, just help in the war in that way, which is a really big ask, a really big part of the battle planning. Iroh's got the White Lotus gathered, which is like the Avengers essentially, especially the people that he has gathered, who are all like such masters at their particular bending. And it was cool to see some of them come back. I don't remember the guy that Sokka called the master, the one guy. I remember the grandfather guy who was the waterbending master that was teaching Katara and Aang. That's Paku, and I certainly remember Zhong. And you of course can't not remember Boomy is his name. Yeah, those guys. That's just like the Avenger. The White Lotus is just like some bending Avengers coming together to save the Earth Kingdom. Iroh and Zuko, the reunion is everything I could have possibly hoped for it to be and more. And then Iroh just being, I've missed Iroh from this show so much the last few episodes, and you don't realize just how much until you get him on the screen again, just being classic Iroh with the wisdom. Just the classic wisdom. It's like, you're the only one that can defeat him. Iroh's like, no. Maybe I could defeat him, but I can't be the one that does it because it's just gonna go down in history as more unnecessary violence, and it's just gonna stoke and inspire more to just be violent. It has to be the Avatar. It's so smart and wise of him. He's absolutely right. And for him to once again help Zuko more with seeing what his destiny is, and to be the Fire Lord, and like your destiny can change, and also just speaking to like it's perfectly acceptable to be redeemable. It's okay to make mistakes. Like Iroh admitted to his mistakes even in that same conversation, and realized like, no, my destiny isn't what I thought it was. It's okay to realize it's different later on and redeem yourself from making mistakes. Like we're all human beings, and I was speaking on that to Zuko and saying like, pure-hearted, yeah, that is what you are now. You've redeemed yourself, and that is who you are, and this is your destiny now. And just top tier writing on this show. Speaking of top tier writing, Aang on the Lion Turtle Island speaking to the avatars and kind of getting different versions with the same results, and like the really different ways is incredible writing again. Stunning visually to watch with the little mini flashbacks. It's just all so fun, man. This show so much. This show is just on a different level. Again, mentioned Zuko and Katara are headed to the Fire Nation where he's going to run into Azula. That is going to be a heck of a one-on-one with some serious backstory that's been built up there. Katara is obviously with Zuko, so we'll see what her role in all of that is. And it's cool to have Katara and Zuko together on that mission. And then I'm curious if we'll even see Mai and Ty Lee in the situation show up some way. And then this last scene, this line straight out of Lion King, Mufasa to Simba scene. Simba looking in the water in the reflection. The lion turtle was talking about pretty much being as pure as possible and having the purest light possible, and darkness versus light, and how darkness will yield to the purest light, and that pure was certainly a key word. And then he did this little thing to Aang that was illuminating like some green light. I don't know if I think what it did was give Aang real clear vision on what his destiny was, because everyone's talking about destiny. I think Aang finally saw clearly with that light that was illuminating in him, because you saw him like have a flip switch, like the turtle's like, wait for him, he will come to you, and Aang's just so clear on what he needs to do here, and whatever that is. I truly don't know if he's gonna spare him or not. darkness will yield to the purest light. Is he saying that, like, if you just stay true to those values of yours, the Phoenix will yield to you? We'll have no choice as long as you are, you know, as pure in those intentions as possible. I guess that's how I see it, but we'll see. I couldn't be more excited to watch these final 2 episodes, guys, and the comments here as we saw. So let's do it.
Zuko, don't worry. We can take Azula.
We're too late! The fleet's already taking off!
Then we're taking off too. It's the closest airship.
It's right there!
Oh, that's a... You had to get up really high. Oh, that is wonderful animation. It's like a video game cutscene, and then it's incredible. That was so incredibly done.
You're all banished.
She's gonna have nobody left. She's gonna have nobody left when Zuko gets there.
Please send in the next group on your way out.
She's gonna banish everybody. You are such a little rock star. This is so cool. What? Metal bending too. Wow.
This is your captain speaking. Everyone please report to the bomb bay immediately for hot cakes and sweet cream. We have a very special birthday to celebrate.
Man, the animation of those ships in the air is incredible. Reminds me of Final Fantasy.
He really does care.
This is... Oh!
Happy birthday.
Honestly, if I was them, I'd be excited. I'd be like, oh, we got out of that dangerous mission.
Here we come.
All right, fine.
The boxing match.
Flo, you're banished. Lee, you can stay.
You just prefer Lee?
I'm Lee, so who's banished?
Oh, both of you. Wow. That's your entrance. That was quick work. I wanted to root for you. I can't. How do I root for Azula, right?
All right, Hair. It's time to face your doom.
Your hair too? Everybody's your enemy?
What a shame. You always had such beautiful hair.
What are you doing here?
Not your mom.
I didn't want to miss my own daughter's coronation.
You think I'm a monster?
The person you really thought betrayed you the most.
All your life you've used fear to control people, like your friends May and Ty Lee.
Well, what choice do I have? Trust is for fools. Fear is the only reliable way.
Damn.
I love you, Azula.
Yeah, no way.
I do.
Oh, this is really horrifying. Knowing she never accepted love from her mother because of the divide between her father and how she wanted that. She chose that acceptance. Look at him, calm as a
Momo,
cucumber.
Time for you to go.
Smart. Look at the fire bending. Flying. Shooting canyon-sized fireballs.
I have all the power in the world!
I can't believe this fight is happening in this episode. Do they know? No one's wondering about this rogue ship? Just trust him. Sokka has not steered you wrong yet. That's... yeah, exactly. Slice it with the actual ship. Oh! Oh! No!
I'm okay! Just finish the mission!
No.
Sokka, I think we've gotta...
Onto what? Let's go.
But you're not going to become Fire Lord today.
Oh my god, you know she is upset right now.
I am.
You're hilarious.
This feels like the last episode. Oh, the score is so good. What? Oh, this is the best piece I've heard. Oh, the way I got the most ridiculous amount of goosebumps when that came in. He's okay. It's the first real hit he got in. Oh, that's so cool. Earthbend into the thing. Aang's using every single element of bending. This is awesome. And they built it up. Never watched him use all of them before. Let it flow. Let it flow. And redirect. It's like his... Did he do it? He didn't redirect it back at him, but at least it did. Oh no. He's up. Ah, this dude is a comet, just coming at him. Nation. Back with the score. Oh, I can't stop moving. This is incredible. I don't even know what to say, but to take this in. Got her. Oh, ow, ow.
I'll show you lightning.
Oh, he's ready. He just tricked her. Does he? No! 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 Why is she so close? No.
Just like the rest of your... They did not deserve to exist in this world. In my world.
He's hiding the way kind of he did when the show started. In the ice bubble, but now it's a rock bubble. Last episode, and it's called Avatar Aang. I just gotta... Zuko's alive, right? I First, I thought Katara was gonna die, and I was gonna break. I was just gonna break. And then Zuko took it. I don't know if he was gonna get there in time, but he did get there in time, and then he took the damage. But it looks like he's still moving, because I would have broken for that as well. I just gotta go into it. I'm feeling a lot of things. That's okay. We can do this. Where did Sokka and Toph land? What an amazing episode. These two are one episode.
Toph, metal bend the rudder so it's jammed in a turning position. The ship will spiral and slam into the others.
Got it!
Have I ever mentioned how sweet it is that you invented metal bending?
You could stand to mention it more.
It is sweet. Oh, that is...
My leg!
It's like a wrench.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Boomerang both, and have it come back around to you. That's Boomerang Boy.
My space sword!
No, he earned that. Oh, he got the rock nice and hot. Avatar Aang. Is he gonna achieve? All the avatars.
You're about to be
The Avatar. I would shit myself, honestly, if I was the Phoenix right now. Ooh, what is this? Demon Slayer? Oh, it's every element! At the same time? Air, fire, earth. There's the water! Oh my god, that is the coolest thing. That is the coolest single shot of this show. All the elements surrounding him. He's the Avatar state. He's got that comet strength. Yeah. Yeah. That's so poetic right there. Yeah, and the smile. Yeah, it's back. Tea-shop, let's go. This is so cool. Oh, this show is just unbelievable. And this is all action, and that's not even what the show is, but it's killing this. No, we can't.
I'd really rather our family physician look after little Zuzu if you don't mind.
She frees them together? She froze them together? Wow, that's unbelievable. Then unfroze her part of the ice to tie her up? That's amazing. That's such quick thinking. She's like a creature. Like the Exorcist. She's lost herself so much. This is all that's left. Everyone else is done. Water. You could kill him. You could end it. What does he do?
Fire Lord Ozai, you and your forefathers have devastated the balance of this world. And now, you shall pay the ultimate price.
It's Aang. It's Aang now. He stopped it. He turned into Aang at the last second and stopped it. He had enough wherewithal and power to stop it as well, which is saying a lot. Light defeats dark.
No, I'm not gonna end it like this.
Even with all the power in the world, you are still
He's gonna
weak.
attack you again. Oh my. What is he doing? Pre-Avatar abilities here? That makes him the greatest Avatar ever if he does that. He gave him light.
To bend another's energy, your own spirit must be unbendable, or you will be corrupted.
It's taking you over, it's taking you over. Back, yeah, more blue. Okay. Yeah. He bent his energy. Energy bending. What?
What did you do to me?
I took away your firebending. Wow. You can't use it to hurt or threaten anyone else ever again.
And you're alive. Checkmate. Checkmate.
You should have seen yourself. It was amazing. You were all like, and the fire alarm was all like.
I want Sokka to replay my accomplishments to me.
So does this mean you don't hate me anymore?
How can you hate Zuko?
I actually kind of like it.
Anyone that hates Zuko at this point is just put him in jail forever.
But don't ever break up with me again.
Put him under the jail that Ozai's in.
Dad! Dad!
Gotta get this. Gotta get this. We also gotta get Katara and
I
Aang.
heard what you two did. I am the proudest father in the world.
Careful, Suki. Ty Lee's pretending to be a Kyoshi warrior again.
Hey,
It's okay.
hey, take it easy.
She's one of us now.
Take it easy.
Yeah, the girls and I really bonded in prison.
That makes a lot
and
of
after
sense.
a few chief walking lessons, they said I could join their group.
We get Ty Lee's
We're
end
gonna
story.
be best friends forever.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Can't believe a year ago my purpose in life was hunting you down. And now...
And now we're friends.
Yeah. We are friends.
It's nice to
I
hear him
can't
say
believe
that.
a year ago I was still frozen in a block of ice. The world's so different now.
We'll rebuild it together.
This is the way it should have been before with Sozin and Roku.
The real hero is the Avatar.
Yeah, he is.
But with the Avatar's help, we can get it back on the right path and begin a new era of love and peace.
All hail Fire Lord Zuko!
Such a beautiful story.
You should count yourself lucky that the Avatar spared your life. Banishing me was the best thing you could have done for my life. It put me on the right path. Perhaps your time in here can do the same for you. Because you're going to tell me something.
Where's Mom?
Where is my mother?
Oh, come on, man. I've got nothing left. Yeah, drink that tea. Oh, I thought it was gonna end without this. I would have been so upset. At least a conversation. The perfect show. An absolutely perfect, flawless work of art and storytelling and all of the above. You know, I don't even... It's so good that I don't even know what to say that I haven't already said. Even though the way that this whole last 4 episode one movie run, the way that they packaged it and Everything about it was perfect, man. I said that at the start that I had all the faith in the world that they would nail the ending. And yet, even saying that, I don't think I foresaw it being as perfect and flawless as it was. I almost even got scared. Can I talk? Can I even speak without feeling emotional? I'm so emotional because I'm so happy that it's so perfectly ended. How silly of me to even think for a second we wouldn't get one last scene with Katara and Aang. And of course, their hesitancy, Katara's hesitancy, of course, it's all based around the fact that it's fear. Like, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just scared of, committing to this and losing you. Yeah, of course. And now we're at the point where we finally have our peace and now we can move forward happy together. And that's perfectly told story. And everything about this whole story is perfectly told. We get closure for everybody. Everybody. We get Ty Lee and May and Zuko going to his dad and asking where his mom is. Where's that follow-up? I want that show. I want the whole damn show of that. I demand that whole show. This show ended so long ago. Where is the follow-up to that spinoff? I mean, oh my God, I would eat that up. The way that they have Aang energy bend and it's like this never before seen thing, that's how you take this incredible 10 out of 10 show and somehow some way find a way to level up in the end, to subvert our expectation. And I didn't know what to expect, but I could have like a slight expectation where it's like he's gonna spare him. That was my expectation. I never thought Aang was gonna kill Ozai, not really for a second. I mean, there were moments where the action was heating up and maybe it crossed my mind like, oh, he might not have a choice. But it really got to the point where it just, in my mind, it's like he's gonna spare him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but that's what's gonna happen, and he did. But you can never for a second think, not me anyway, that it's gonna be all from some pre-Avatar ability to energy bend and be able to strip somebody of their bending ability. For the show to come through with that, and then the art style, the shot of like all the avatars lined up, that whole like Aang's avatar state at that point, it was just sick, man. When he spares him, at the he turns back into Aang and the water splashes on Ozai, and then Ozai is like about to attack him from behind. The art there where he snaps back into like avatar states, it's just sickeningly all-time epically good what they do. Iroh with the T at the end, everything about this, it's absolutely perfect. I can't think of not one small thing. Maybe there's not like Sokka and Katara get their farewell to their father. Like if I want to find like the tiniest microscopic thing, I can say that there's no like real huge Toph ending, but I'll take the last drawing scene. Also, Toph was like huge in the battle in the fleet. The battle with Sokka and the fleet, and everyone like ends up huge. Even Suki comes up huge in that battle against the fleet, coming through and saving Toph and Sokka. And I got really emotional as Zuko and Aang are coming out and sort of again do like the Roku Sozin that should have been, like they're enacting that in this moment, and we have peace, and Zuko's looking at Aang like that's the real hero. I get like so emotional in that moment because it makes me think of what a beautiful story that is and how that can compare to the real world where you have all these, nations hungering over power and all this hurt, that is inflicted upon groups of people that just don't deserve it. And I just think about like being able to come together like that and ending all that, and it really got me like really emotional because the show makes you think about the possibilities of a world like that. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I feel like my mind is exploding of thoughts. I just want to say that this is the best animated show I've ever seen in my life. Nothing like I'm thinking of all my favorite animated shows, and there's a lot. I'm a huge fan of animated television over the course of my life. Nothing is touching this. Just nothing. I'm so grateful I got to experience this show, and for everyone that's watching this now, I assume obviously you guys spent the whole time with me, and I can't be more grateful for those that spent the time with me. Thank you for all your kindness and comments and passion and talking about the show and the things that really resonated with you, because some stuff I miss, and I love seeing that stuff because it hits me me when it didn't hit me originally, and it really helps with like getting a full spherical perspective on the show. Yeah, unbelievable, guys. Just I now I need to go load up on Avatar: The Last Airbender merch, because that's just what I do when it gets to this point of all-timer, and the show has every bit of my heart. Thank you so much, guys. Again, thank you, and thank you for taking the journey with me.